Hello and good evening once again from the Vision Veterans Memorial Arena. It is that time of year once again, and hockey season is officially back here in Binghamton for the 51st season. Brooks Hill, voice of the Black Bears, back on the call again this season exclusively on YouTube all season long, all 56 regular season games brought to you by our friends over at YouTube. The Black Bears will take on the Elmira River Sharks for the first time tonight. A rebrand from last year's Mammoth Squad, a new franchise, still playing in the same building at First Arena. We'll take a trip down the road on Highway 17 in about a week or two. But for now, it's opening night as I welcome in my new partner, former reporter, now color commentator, Cole Parenti, up into the Jeff Kai's Auto Sales broadcast booth. Cole, thank you for being up here tonight, and welcome back for another season of Black Bears hockey.
Brooks, it's great to be here tonight, and I cannot believe this is year number 3 for me on the books. A completely different Black Bear squad than what we saw last year, a couple of familiar faces, but overall, we're going to be seeing a new brand of hockey from Coach Sherwood's club tonight. That
is the voice of third-year intern Cole Parenti, longest tenured intern in Black Bears franchise history. A big congrats to Cole, who is getting his degree at Binghamton University not too far down the road. I want to thank him for stepping in and stepping up this year. You are listening to the Triple Cities Family Dental pregame show, everybody. Triple Cities Family Dental, making your smile their priority. You can schedule an appointment by calling them at 607-545-4148 today. Cole, before we get to our first interview of the season, the Black Bears unfortunately were eliminated last year, a round short of the Commissioner's Cup playoffs, but ever since Coach Sherwood took over the club about the halfway point, he managed to go 22-10-2 in those games, and he earned himself a promotion, becoming the head coach for this upcoming year.
Yeah, Coach Sherwood did an amazing job with this team. Gary Gill got them off to a good start, but when Coach Sherwood came in, the intensity, the entire identity of the team seemed to change. He made sure these players knew, I want the best out of you, and that's what he demanded, and that's what he got. Now, did they fall short of the ultimate goal? Yes, but tons to build off from last year. A first-round elimination in their first year in franchise history, a second-round elimination that only spells progress and more good things to come for this Binghamton franchise.
No, that is true. They did go one step further than what they did in the inaugural. Unfortunately, they lost to the same opponent, and in talking with newly named captain Tyson Kirkby and Brant Sherwood the last couple of weeks here, you can tell that left some sour taste in their mouths, and they are really trying to get over that hump this year. But we are a long way from the playoffs. It'll be here before you know it. But tonight starts game 1 of 56 of the FPHL regular season for the Black Bears. Last night, we did have one game on the books. It was the Danbury Hat Tricks, defending champions, taking on the Watertown Wolves up at the Municipal Arena in the North Country. And Watertown was able to go away with the victory 6-5 in a high-scoring affair. And they were able to hand Danbury a regulation loss, something that they didn't have last year until about 8 games in.
Yes, well, this Danbury team is very different from the one we saw last year. A lot of their players getting called up, but a lot of that win belongs on the shoulders of Trevor Lord and Tate Leeson, each with 5 points. Trevor Lord, 4 goals last night, Brooks. 1 assist. Tate Leeson, 2 goals, 3 assists. Goaltending, not a game to remember, but for those 2 forwards, definitely want to talk about.
All right, we will take a timeout, come back with more, back with you after these messages. You're listening to the newly formed Black Bears YouTube page. Don't go anywhere, folks. More to come on the Triple Cities Family Dental pregame show right after this.
Fans, Breast Cancer Awareness Night is this Saturday against the Danbury Hat Tricks. The first 2,000 fans will receive a rally towel presented by the State Farm Jim Rollo agencies. The Black Bears will also be wearing specialty jerseys for the first time this season. Get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com.
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at ExciteMotorsports.com. Purchase your next power sports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on ExciteMotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new power sports vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at ExciteMotorsports.com.
All about you make me think of good things. Good things. Like calming tempers down. Good things. And passing them around. So stand up and cheer. Well, that's gonna be a good thing.
Welcome back into the Triple Cities Family Dental pregame show. Triple Cities Family Dental makes your smile their priority. You can schedule an appointment today by calling them at 607-545-4148. And now we get ready for another edition of the Tully's Coaches Corner. And Cole, before we get there, real quickly, you know, it was good to have the first coaches show of the season last week. Season ticket holders were able to come in, pick up their tickets, and it was really neat to hear from Coach Sherwood for the official first time of the season.
Yeah, always good to see that smile of Coach Sherwood. I did take a little offense to when he was saying he was not happy to be called intern coach, but I can let that one slide. Coach Sherwood knows how to talk to the fans and the media, and he really just gets what we want to hear. And it was a great showing for all around.
Oh, speaking of hearing from Coach Sherwood, let's do it right now. I was able to spend a couple of minutes with him before tonight's contest, and let's take a deep dive inside the Tully's Coaches Corner.
Well, we're finally back inside the Tully's Coaches Corner. I'm joined by head coach Brant Sherwood. That has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Oh, it sure does, Brooksy. Finally got the interim label removed. I think maybe the 22-10-2 record might have done that.
Yeah, something like that,
something
maybe.
like that.
I mean, it probably made the decision a little bit easier, but in all seriousness, congratulations on being named the head coach for this upcoming season. We spent some time together this summer at the Chicago Free Agent Camp and training camp leading up to tonight's contest, but what is it like from the start, kind of having control of the way that things are going to run this year for the Black Bear squad?
Well, I think it's awesome to, kind of have control and bring in the guys that you want and keep the guys that you want. So it's honestly been relieving because the culture change in this locker room, like win or lose tonight, I'm so happy with the way these guys carry themselves, how respectful they are, how they're going to represent the community in the future, and I'm very pleased with the young men that I've brought in, so I'm very happy on that side of things.
You talked about how you brought in some good character, or good young men of character, I should say, and not knocking anybody in particular from the past 2 years of this squad, but there are a lot of new faces around, and particularly there are a lot of new, younger skill players on this squad. What goes into finding these new kind of players and from maybe different colleges or different schools that fans might not be used to hearing about?
So it's all like just hockey connections that you made through my playing experience, through my coaching experience. You end up talking to a lot of, in my particular instance, I talk to a lot of SP teams. They tell me who they're recruiting. Maybe there's guys they're interested in, but that can't quite make their level. So they'll hand over their contact information to me. And then my relationship with coaches in the SUNYAC, my relationship with Adrian College now with Gary over there. He's brought in Brendan Stanko for me and Connor Smith, and now we have Stoner as well. But we also brought in Dakota Bone, who's up in Roanoke. Wishing him the best of luck. So a lot of it's friendships that I've made over hockey. So I rely on that, and then also there's just the nitty-gritty research you do through elite prospects, through watching games, through that type of area. That's just, yeah, it takes some time, and you try to mold your team, and you never know who's going to be here to start the year. But I'm happy with the guys that showed up.
What are you most excited about for tonight's game? It's finally opening night, and we're taking on the Elmira River Sharks for the first time this year. A lot of familiar faces on the other side of the bench tonight, and whether they've been playing, they're coaching, first year, second year with the Black Bears, but now they're playing with Elmira. And what is Brantley Sherwood looking forward to the most tonight?
Just looking to, get back on the ice, get in the building, feel the energy. And what I'm looking forward to is just seeing these guys have moments on the ice, just like seeing them score a goal and their faces light up, seeing them sacrificing their body for their teammates. I'm looking forward to seeing this group. That's mostly what I'm looking forward to.
All right, well, Coach Sherwood, good luck, and we will be talking to you again soon at the next Tully's Coaches Corner.
Yep, first of many, Brooksy. Thanks so much.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
Welcome back into the Triple Cities Family Dental pregame show. We want to thank you for once again being a part of the action with us here tonight. And now, Cole, as we see the starters coming out of the tunnel, it's time for the starting lineup presented by our friends over at ANC. Tonight, Nolan Egbert makes his Black Bears debut in Between the Pipes, an NCAA Division III product by the way of UMass Boston and SUNY Brockport. On defense, Jesse Anderson and JT Walters, two familiar faces from last year, and also Andrew Logar, Austin Thompson, and Tyson Kirkby get the start tonight. Your quick thoughts.
Yeah, shout out to Nolan Egbert from North Massapequa, a Long Island boy just like me. Familiar faces taking the ice is always a good sign. And I'm interested to see Jesse Anderson on defense. We saw a lot of him on forward last year, so I'm interested to watch that tonight.
All right, well, me and Cole will step aside as we get ready for the presentation of the national anthem. Well, it's about that time. Hockey season is officially back.
Just got to get that carpet off the ice and let's get this puck on it. I'm ready to go, Brooks.
Yeah, the tunes of Let's Get Physical making their way through the arena, and we are getting ready to go. While we have the opportunity, let's talk about tonight's goaltending matchup brought to you by our friends over at Thompson & Johnson Equipment Company. It'll be Spencer Kozlowski, who spent some time with Delaware at the end of last season. Now, Delaware going dormant for the time being. They had a dismissal draft, and some players were picked up that are going to be in the game tonight for both teams. But Kozlowski going to be wearing number 1 in white, played in 13 games last year for the Delaware Thunder, and he's facing off with Nolan Egbert, the product of SUNY Brockport.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of these former Delaware players all around the league this year after dispersal draft. J.C. Moritz, part of the Black Bears squad, Kozlowski, Rasmus Ass, a lot of different Delaware guys everywhere. Nolan Egbert is going to be the key question for me for the Black Bears between the pipes. Last year they had a strong tandem of Riley McVeigh and Taylor Joseph. Neither back, completely new squad, so we're going to see how this goes.
And we alluded to it a little bit on the pregame show, but also just a fact, there's a lot of people wearing a new jersey or a different color tonight than what they've used to at least the last 1 or 2 seasons.
Well, yeah, it does help that Elmira completely changed their color scheme, but we won't even get into that. A lot of these players, too, played for the Black Bear organization when you look at this Elmira squad. Cam Yarwood, Gino D'Angelo, Thomas Aldworth, who was the key piece in that Jake Schultz trade. MJ Merkel is an assistant coach, and the head coach, the bench boss behind Elmira, Tyler Jurich, who set the FPHL goal record last year in the black and green.
Yeah, as you said, Cole, all-time leading goal scorer in the FPHL, not on the ice for a different team, but coaching behind the bench. So Tyler Jurich will be coaching his second game. As some might remember, last year when Coach Sherwood did have a 1-game suspension, it was at the time player Tyler Jurich stepped in and was the acting head coach for 1 game against the Elmira Mammoth at the time. Binghamton went on to win that game, so technically Jurich does have a, 1-0 record as a head coach.
As long as you don't count the exhibition game from the other day. But yeah, Brooks, I was at that game with you, that Tyler Jurich coach game, and we watched and we talked about it, that Jurich looked very comfortable behind the bench. It almost wonders if it gave Elmira a little bit of an idea to take him over.
Owner and CEO Andreas Johansson addressing the crowd here, getting them pumped up before opening night. Some fans still taking advantage of 2-for-1 beers that started at 6 o'clock, and seeing a lot of fans making their way out to their seats now for the first time tonight of this opening season. 2-for-1 lasts until the end of the first period, so it'll be at all Friday games moving forward for the rest of the season, but they brought it for opening night here as a celebration of 51 years of hockey.
Yeah, what a great way to celebrate. Come down, have some brews, watch some good hockey, and we are just about ready, it looks like. This crowd is ready to erupt. After breaking the FPHL record for attendance last year, they came out with another strong showing. I think the loudest cheers of the night were for Nikita Ivashkin making his return tonight, and newly appointed captain Tyson Kirkby.
The newly appointed captain Tyson Kirkby is going to take the face-off, it looks like, against Elmira River Shark captain Stravos Solius, also newly appointed as well. Congratulations to Mr. Solius on that. Alternates for the River Sharks are Luke Richards, who came over in a trade from Danbury, and also Rasmus Apps, who came over from Delaware. As we are ready to go here in period number 1, we are underway. Another season of Binghamton hockey as Gino D'Angelo, the hometown kid now playing for the crosstown rival, gets us started trying to play the puck. Andrew Logar spinning around Yarwood. Used to do that in practice. Now he's doing it in a game. A centering pass denied by defenseman D'Angelo. Back up to the point for Anderson. A wrist shot blocked out of the way by Yarwood. And Elmira with their first possession. Crossing over the left wing side. A wrister. And there's Nolan Egbert's first save of his professional career.
Nice save. Nolan Egbert found it with the glove. Made it look easy. You're not going to beat a professional level goalie with a shot like that. You got to get bodies in front. This is a hard-nosed Elmira River Sharks team. Not expected to find the back of the net too much, but you're definitely not going to find it with a shot coming in like that.
First period of tonight's action brought to you by our friends over at Dragon Billiards Instruction. Learn, shop, and repair all things billiards at their store in Vestal. And as the Black Bears come speeding away, Tommy Ray with his first shift passes it up to Liam Anderson. 2 Andersons on the team now for the Black Bears. No relation. One from Canada, one from East York. Actually, both of them from Canada. I was thinking East York was actually in New York, but it's not. Liam Anderson's wrist shot blocked by Kozlowski. A good save. Spin around by Stanko, wearing a new number this year. Plays it back for his college teammate, Daniel Stone, wearing 52. Tipped wide by Connor Smith, the Cowboy, as Elmira finally wrangles the puck, gets it all the way back up to the Binghamton blue line, and this is going to be a hand pass, bringing it out of the Elmira zone. We'll have a neutral zone faceoff coming up with 18:39 left to go in the first period.
Yeah, a little sloppy there from the Black Bears to start, but it was a nice pass from Stanko as he came into the zone, kept his head up and found Ray for the shot. We expect Stanko to really be a facilitator on that line and really get some stuff done.
And here come the newly assembled squad of Dustin Jasso, who signed on day 1 of free agency with the Black Bears, wearing 22 in black, along with Nikita Ivashkin and Josh Fletcher, the centerman on this line for the time being. Ivashkin's first touch ups it to Jasso, and Jasso on the backhand, spinning around down near the goal line, plays it back up to the blue line. Weber a wrist shot. Remember, Weber played 2 games with the Black Bears last season, so technically not his first year, but hopefully going to be his first complete season. Fletcher tries to play the puck behind the net, and it comes around for Weber as he starts to break out a backhander. Out to the middle, play is on sides, just so turnaround for Ivashkin. Stick handling a backhand shot, and Kozlowski made the save. Could not be cleared. Fletcher takes a hit in the corner, maintains control of the puck in the face-off dot. A rising shot off the glass, wraps all the way around for Walters. Partial change for the Black Bears right now as Ivashkin tries to maintain control. Gets bumped off the puck by Yarwood and knocked back out to the middle third by Jesse Anderson. Kirkby takes it away from Kozlowski. Good no call from the official, as Kozlowski was the one initiating the contact there. Now coming the other way, Luke James dropping it back for Thomas Aldworth, another former Black Bear, trying to paddle his way to the front of the net. Instead, he gets double teamed. Still loose though. D'Angelo down low through the trapezoid. Got moving a little bit too quick to control the puck, and Binghamton will be able to clear the zone. Jesse Anderson joining the rush. Logar dropping it back for 77. Nifty move around D'Angelo, trying to center, but blocked in the skates of an Elmira defenseman. Up to the point for Stone. A slap shot blocked, and Kirkby's taken down in front. It's off the crossbar.
Jesse Anderson needs to remember he's a defenseman, Brooks. He jumped way too far in that play and left his spot wide open.
Late developing 3-on-2, centering for Logar. One pass, and Thompson had it roll behind him with a yawning net out in front. Elmira dodges a bullet as it skates back into the Binghamton zone. Good deflection by Luke Richards, wearing an A on his sweater for this Elmira club. Now Stanko with a load of steam on the backhand, puts a weak shot on goal, just looking for a rebound. Maybe start a rotational play for the Black Bears, but instead Anderson can't hold the line. 3-on-2, now 2-on-1, going across. Egbert holding true, and no shot will come of it. Good defensive gap up by the Black Bears. Right in front of the Binghamton bench, poked out by Stanko as he tries to get his stick around from Santino Fonti. One of these new players for this Elmira squad. Dan Stone with a nifty play to block a centering pass on the way through from Ryan Fritz. Liam Anderson starts the breakout, and now Thomas Ray sidesteps a hit, and when you're only 160 pounds like Thomas Ray is, you're going to have to be able to use your skates and use that speed as a weapon.
And you're going to be able to slip by guys pretty easily. A big hit from Connor Smith, now sporting number 26 after wearing 16 last year. So don't get yourself confused out there if you're watching from home.
Yeah, Connor Smith, former Adrian College Bulldog, just like Brendan Stanko and Daniel Stone, wore 26 in college and scored 100 goals in his college career. So
wouldn't it be nice to bring that over here?
Yep.
I think that Connor Smith is definitely going to be one of the key points to this team.
All right, Binghamton trying to fish it out of their own zone. They will, and Jasso cutting through the middle of the ice with Ivashkin and Gamzatov, and Jasso's first shot as a Black Bear is absorbed. by Kozlowski. Early shots on goal, Cole, 8-1 favoring the home team.
Yeah, the Black Bears are outplaying the River Sharks right now, and it's obvious to see the zone time is up. It seems like every time Elmira gets across that Binghamton blue line, they just give the puck right away.
Now 2 Russians on this line as Gamzatov getting his first shift as a Black Bear.
Gamzatov coming from the N3HL League, which has a team in my hometown of Long Beach where Gamzatov played on the Long Beach Sharks.
And just so now center looking for Ivashkin. A little bit too far in front of Nikita. Back to the point for Anderson. A wrist shot wide. Just so was first to the rebound. Still there. A couple of teammates colliding with each other. And you're going to shake out those first game's wrinkles. A stretch pass unattainable on the way through for Luke James. No icing, though, as he was able to beat JT Walters to the dots. And now Anderson paired up tonight with assistant captain JT Walters.
I was going to say sporting the A tonight.
Yep. That was announced yesterday at the end of practice. Stretch pass over for Austin Thompson. Tries to sidestep a hit, but this time it's going to be Kona Jackson, one of the new defensemen for Elmira, who gets the last word and forcing Binghamton just to throw it right back in and start from square one.
Yeah, Binghamton took a page out of the Elmira book as they had to just dump it in and change. We'll see if we can see a little more continuity from both teams.
Egbert coming out of his net to play it over for Anderson. And now Logar lifts it up in the air. Thompson tries to bat it down. He works a ton after practice on batting pucks out of midair. Anderson, Liam holds it in. Kirkby and Jackson will fight for it in the corner, trying to spring a trap. And that was Lucchesi, who was maybe cherry picking just a little bit, trying to connect on the home run pass. Over 6 minutes gone here in period number 1, still searching for the game's first goal. D'Angelo through the middle of the ice and easily steered aside by Egbert, making his second save of his pro career.
Whoa, big collision by 2 Elmira players, got their wires crossed.
Yeah, Pozar takes out his own man and takes it out of the zone. Unfortunately, Elmira is going to be forced to touch up as they pull it all the way back in their own zone. Kodak White Duck spent some time last year with the Danbury Hat Tricks. Now with this Elmira squad, starts this play. Aldworth tries to power move, but Egbert holds in tight into the mixer. It looks like it's going to be Tommy Ray coming away with the loose puck. Even though he overshoots Stanko a little bit, still leads to something. It's Connor Smith. Wrist one wide, nobody holding the blue line as the defense was changing. Now a 3-on-2 for Elmira if they hurry, cutting through the middle of the ice. Ray, though, pushes it out into the middle third as Elmira is offsides. They're going to have to touch up. Back and forth action so far here, and it looks like Egbert's water bottle got knocked off of the back of the net. So a loose impediment, if you will, on the ice. Tommy Ray down the right wing side with Stanko and Smith trying to find Jasso, as the Black Bears are running a partial line change. Jesse Anderson's wrist shot easily detected by Spencer Kozlowski. And we will finally get a chance to catch our breath. Just over 12 minutes left to go in period number 1. We'll be right back on the Black Bears YouTube page, searching for the game's first goal right after this.
Fans, Breast Cancer Awareness Night is this Saturday against the Danbury Hat Tricks. The first 2,000 fans will receive a rally towel presented by the State Farm Jim Rolo agencies. The Black Bears will also be wearing specialty jerseys for the first time this season. Get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com.
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at ExciteMotorsports.com. Purchase your next power sports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on ExciteMotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new power sport vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at ExciteMotorsports.com.
All about you make me think of good things. Good things. Like calming tempers down. Good things. And passing them around. So stand up and cheer. Well, that's gonna be a good thing.
Welcome back to the first period presented by our friends over at Dragon Billiards Instruction. We're still searching for the game's first goal. As you get a look at a Heinz Energy replay, that was Dan Stone with a slap shot. Kirkby taken down out in front, and then a puck goes off the crossbar. As we get back to the action, shots on goal so far, Binghamton with 9, Elmira with 4. As the teams jockey for it right in front of the penalty box. Luke Richards crossing the line on sides temporarily, and then a good hit laid on by Josh Fletcher in the middle of the ice. Yarwood picks himself back up as that puck is going to be wrapped all the way around the boards. Takes a hop off the top, actually, of the boards. Makes its way into the corner. Anderson up it for just so in the skates of an Elmira defender, but Anderson crosses the line off sides as Ivashkin didn't get back in time.
You see a little bit of, growing pains with these new line mates, just so, and Ivashkin paired up with Fletcher tonight. So we expect to see a little bit of out of synchronization, I should say.
Fletcher and Bowman on the face-off this time, and 11:33 left to go here in the period. A slap shot is blocked on the way through by Stone. Makes its way down into the corner. Egbert trying to locate the puck. It's on the stick of Martin Mucha. Again, one of those new players for Elmira. A lot of people were talking about Binghamton going through a wholesale roster change. Elmira kind of doing the same thing, Cole.
Yeah, a lot of new faces. You can tell by their names not on the back of jerseys. But this Binghamton team seems a little more familiar than this Elmira team does.
Just so up at the blue line, had it knocked away off of his stick by D'Angelo. An errant pass by D'Angelo, though, as Tyson Kirkby gets on the forecheck early and often here in this one. This is going to hop over the stick, and this is icing for the first time this season against the River Sharks. An offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Black Bears.
Yeah, and you never, icing, the biggest no-no in all of hockey. I'm sure Coach Jurich is not happy with his club on that. We'll see if the Black Bears can capitalize on a tired Elmira squad, as it looks like they're going to send the Kirkby, Thompson, and Logar line out.
Yeah, this is the starting line along with Moritz and, let's see, out there, that's Dan Weber on the blue line as that puck inadvertently hits one of our referees tonight. More on the referees in just a little bit. Next time we get the chance, but Fritz off the left wing side plays it to himself down the left wing wall and wrapping it all the way around the boards. Elmira couldn't get up to the puck. 18 versus 18. Fritz and Logar backhanded out, and Thompson does exit the zone with control of the puck along with Tyson Kirkby. 2-on-2 for the Black Bears. Here comes Logar calling for it, but instead makes its way down into the corner. Thompson roughed up a little bit by Jackson on the way through. Jesse Anderson holding the line, does a good job of getting the puck deep as the Black Bears are going through a line change, and a centering pass from Kirkby is knocked away by Kozlowski, and the River Sharks come the other way. Fritz down the left side, all the way through for Pizarre, tried to center up in the slot. Good job by the Black Bears defense gapping up and taking away some shooting lanes, and that's another block shot by the Binghamton defense. Rister easily detected from the blue line by Egbert off of the stick of defenseman Mark Pizarre. We will take a timeout, come back with more. Still searching for the game's first goal right after this on the Black Bears YouTube channel.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
Welcome back for another edition of Black Bears Hockey. Brooks Hill and Cole Parenti on the call tonight on the Black Bears YouTube page. Still searching for the game's first goal, Cole, and not like last year where the floodgates had kind of poured open by this time already.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised we haven't found a goal. We've seen some good chances, but no one able to tickle the twine just yet.
Rasmus Ash tries to clear the puck into the Black Bears zone, but he hits one of his own teammates on the way through. That'll allow Binghamton to take control of the puck behind the net, but Jesse Anderson has his pocket picked, and now Elmira comes through with a centering pass that's blocked, and Asp's booming slap shot is seen all the way through the net front by Nolan Egbert, who is playing very well so far and doing a good job of seeing around the net front presence.
Yeah, I was about to say a very strong start for the North Massapequa native in Egbert. As you see Jesse Anderson getting a little crossed up. Learning defense, takes a little bit of growing pains, but I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Yeah, Egbert was 21, 18, and 2 across his 4 years of college. And Stanko comes in a diving effort by Rasmus Asp to knock the puck away, but it's taken right back. Stuff chance. And how did that not go in? Spencer Kozlowski with the biggest save of the night, keeping this 0-0 with 9 minutes left to go.
Oh my. I would love to get a good look at the Heinz Energy replay of that. I was ready to push the goal button. How did Spencer Kozlowski get his stick? Ilya Sorokin-esque as he got it with the paddle. Connor Smith can only look to the heavens and wonder how that one didn't find twine.
12 shots on goal so far for the Black Bears as Elmira will win this faceoff back. Jackson playing it over for D'Angelo. And we've seen D'Angelo play with a couple of different guys so far on the blue line so far tonight. So Coach Church not afraid to jumble up the lines, trying to get something going.
Is that still as weird for you to say as it is for me to hear, Coach Church?
It is a little weird. Jackson with the slap shot outside of the offensive zone. An easy save made by Egbert on the blocker. Stretch pass right onto the tape of Smith, coming down the left side. Leaving it up for Stanko, centering it over for Thomas Ray, who just couldn't quite catch up to the puck. Held in, though, by Stone at the blue line. Steps in, tipped wide on the way through and over the shoulder of Kozlowski. Now Mucha skating it out of harm's way for Elmira. Saucers it up kindly over for Jackson. And a dangerous-looking shot. Maybe caught a piece of something on the way through as it ended up trickling wide at the last second. Elmira dumps it in, and the forwards are going to change. Now Gamzatov, and I believe that Stone will two-man team a puck down low in the corner, and a wise decision from Jasso right there, Cole, to circle back in his own side, feeling the heat pressure, not trying to turn it over in front of his own net.
Looked very Colin Fitzgerald-esque to turn it back there behind the net.
Now a stretch pass in the skates of Jasso makes its way back to the blue line. As Kodak White Duck making his second touch of the puck on the night. Weber upping it for Gamzatov. Gamzatov, but Jasso and Ivashkin are offsides at the line.
Just a half step offside from a really good opportunity. We've seen a lot of Jasso, Gamzatov, and Ivashkin early on in this game. So I wonder if Coach Sherwood likes the little chemistry he's found there.
Neutral zone face-off, won back by Gamzatov with the help of countryman Nikita Ivashkin. 2 Russians on this Black Bear squad so far this year. And just so, surveys his options. We'll just play it down low. He's going to take a little bit of a light shove from Yarwood on the way through. Those two are used to playing against each other. I don't think they've ever played together on the same team. And now Elmira comes the other way. Aldworth cutting through the middle of the ice, but it's Elmira's turn to be offsides. Just a hair early right there. And that could have been a 2-on-1.
That looked dangerous from my angle. I thought it was onside, but they don't pay me to make those calls. They pay the guys on the ice. As you see the Heinz Energy replay of the stuff chance here. Just Connor Smith then can't find it. It looks like Spencer, because it's not that Connor Smith didn't score, it's that Spencer Kozlowski stopped him.
That's a good way of saying it. And now Elmira will dump the puck in. That's Faudy going up against J.C. Moritz. And he jockey for a loose puck. Captain Tyson Kirkby on the forehand plays it to Andrew Logar, the open man. And one thing I've noticed so far in practice is Andrew Logar really elevating his game from last season. When you're on a line that has such good scoring power like Tyson Kirkby and Austin Thompson, and it's a really good sign for Andrew as Fritz toe drags in, kicked out with a purpose by Egbert. Low angle shot at the top of the crease. The goaltender hangs on.
Well, back to Andrew Logar, as you mentioned, he got a taste of the Fed last year, played a few games, didn't really find a consistent spot, and now Coach Sherwood giving him the tap. He doesn't look like he's going to squander this opportunity.
Yeah, 5 games played in the regular season, had 3 goals and 4 assists in those games.
That's a way to make a coach like you.
Yeah, played in the playoffs as well. Wrist shot blocked on the way through by Elmira. Now a 3-on-2 for the Black Bears. Anderson with Ray and Smith crossing onside. Smith from the dots, he scores! The first goal of the season belongs to Connor Smith, and the Black Bears have a 1-0 lead.
What a shot from the country boy. Connor Smith letting it known that if you give him that much space open, he's not gonna miss. And I said at the beginning, Connor Smith is a guy to watch on this team. His shot is only rivaled probably by Nikita Ivashkin's, and he made no mistake after Kozlowski robbed him earlier.
You just got to stick with it. Don't get discouraged on yourself. As we get a look at the Heinz Energy replay, top shelf. Just what the bartender ordered on a Saturday night. Now we're back in play. Black Bears looking to add more, and here comes Connor Smith, same spot. Cutting through the middle, drawing over Stanko, open net, and Kozlowski makes another save. That might have gotten on the way through by a defender instead of Kozlowski.
Kozlowski is standing on his head right now, as he must be looking at his defender saying, guys, can we please get some help? Here we go again. Jesse Anderson jumping up on the play, using that forward in him, and Connor Smith just picks a corner. Kozlowski had no chance to stop that puck as far out as he was.
Now Josh Fletcher from Calgary, Alberta. A couple of guys from Calgary this year.
They got some good hockey players up there in Calgary.
Yeah, they got a good hacky team up there too. Ivashkin backhander denied on the way through. Fletcher stick handling down low just outside the trapezoid. Penalty is coming up against Elmira, and we're going to see the first Henny Hard Seltzer power play of the season coming up.
Yeah, it looks like he just got a little, I think it's a hook if I look at the ref correctly here against Elmira. And we will see the first Henny Hard Seltzer power play. That's a slash, I'm sorry. With 5:36 in the first, Black Bears looking to double their lead.
The Black Bears last year, #1 in the FPHL in the regular season. Now, it did dry up a little bit in the playoffs, but that was the penalty kill, excuse me. Not 90% on the power play. That would be outrageous. But operating at 33% as that puck caught a stick on the way through and quickly gets out of play. But when you have any number above 30 on your power play, Cole, it's going to be pretty good.
Well, Brooks, I follow the golden rule of you want to equal 100 with your penalty kill and your power play. And if you get over 30, it's pretty easy to get to 100.
Anderson playing it over for Kirkby, settles the puck down. It was hopping over his stick. Austin Thompson's the man in front of the net. Gamzatov is manning the blue line along with Jesse Anderson and Andrew Logar for the time being. 30 seconds gone in the first Henny Hard Seltzer power play of the season, as Kirkby will get over to a loose puck, settle it down, let the Black Bears offense get set back up. Anderson at the top of the umbrella playing it over for Kirkby, trying to find Logar in that bumper position in the high slot, but a slap shot from Kirkby goes wide of the target. Gamzatov will settle it down. He's met with heavy pressure right at the bottom of your screen. Yarwood tries to clear the zone. Instead, Bowman will, and Elmira can change all of their bodies. Binghamton will do the same, and we're going to see the second power play unit here halfway through.
When you have a defenseman who's also a forward like Jesse Anderson, these are the moments where it really comes big, because you're watching it basically 5 forwards on the ice for a power play.
And just so, 25 goals last year with Danbury. Plays it back up for Liam Anderson. And now the goal scorer, Connor Smith. Smith, wrist shot. That one's blocked off of the stick of Brandon Lucchesi, and ricochets out of play. We're going to take our final timeout here of the first period. The Black Bears are up 1-0 thanks to Connor Smith's first of the season. We're going to be right back here on the Black Bears YouTube channel when we come back after these messages.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks, fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Welcome back in. Black Bears hockey on YouTube. Binghamton leads 1-0 over Elmira. Looking to add on some more as Martin Mucha is in the penalty box for a slash. He's got 33 seconds left to sit down, Cole.
Yeah, we're going to see if Dustin Jesso and Nikita Ivashkin could find a little chemistry here and make Elmira pay for taking that slashing call.
Jesso near the left wing board, sets it up for Smith. A slap shot as Stanko was providing the net front. Gets taken out. I think maybe the goal stick accidentally, inadvertently, on purpose tripped him.
Yeah, we see this as kind of an emphasis from Coach Sherwood's club is to get players in front of the goalie's eyes. And you know when you get players in front of goalie's eyes and you block paths, good things happen.
Face-off one back by the Black Bears. Just so, a wrist shot blocked on the way through by Jackson. And now Ivashkin will play it over for Liam Anderson. Ivashkin's wrist shot going wide. Hopping around the back of the net. Mucha is up and ready as his penalty time is now officially up. Anderson slap shot denied. Stanko the rebound, they score. It's the Adrian College Bulldogs doing the heavy lifting here tonight as the Black Bears double up Elmira here at home.
What a finish from Stanko on the doorstep. He made absolutely no mistake on that play. And that's how you win hockey games. You don't miss open opportunities, and you don't give goalies a chance to rob you the way Spencer Kozlowski was able to rob Connor Smith early.
Brendan Stanko did not score a goal last season with the Black Bears. Gets one on opening night in his first full year, and you gotta love a story like that.
Somebody get him that puck, then let him put it on the trophy shelf. His first Fed goal.
Binghamton up 2-0 here, and they're looking for more. Tommy Ray, a wrist shot as Kozlowski out of his crease makes the save with 3:25 left to go.
As you see the Heinz Energy replay of Stanko finishing the job. A great, not a power play goal, but a great energy from this power play as they were able to wear down the Elmira defense as we see a draw one back by the Black Bears, and Moritz will get the puck over the top of the blue line.
Yeah, and now Fletcher in the slot in a shoulder save made by Kozlowski. Binghamton pouring it on, now 20 shots on goal in the first period. Tommy Ray, they call him Razor, smallest man on the ice, but he is fast. Fletcher shot looking for a tip off the side of the goal. Gamzatov looking for his first goal in his professional debut. Another wrist shot from Fletcher is going to be blocked, held in by Moritz, manning the blue line. Trying to center up for Gamzatov a little bit too much on that pass, as this is going to come all the way down. It's icing against the River Sharks coming back for Binghamton.
Yeah, this Binghamton offense is motoring right now. They're really getting anything they want on Spencer Kozlowski, and he's got to be wondering, where's his help? As you take a look at your Heinz Energy replay, here at the corner, they try to find Gamzatov. He gets a stick on it, and just an inch. A game of inches proven right there as it's an inch wide.
Binghamton won the face-off, but Logar's wrist shot was blocked by Tommy Aldworth. Elmira will go for a change as D'Angelo. Wrist one on target for Egbert, who makes the save. Tyson Kirkby over to the rebound. Logar, self-pass off the boards, and now Thompson trying to start the breakout for the Black Bears. Logar cutting through the middle, trying to find a friend to pass to. Walters was in the slot, but a little bit too far in front of a right-handed shot. If you're a left-handed shot right there, that probably is a perfect placement, but unfortunately for the California kid, JT Walters, wrong handiness right there.
He was really asking for that puck as soon as he crossed the blue line.
Fritz's wrist shot blocked on the way through. Foddy back up to the blue line, and another shot from a defenseman is in and out of the glove of Egbert. We play on. I think Elmira was looking for a call there as Jesse Anderson crosses over the line. Pozar ties up Anderson, and another shot goes off the post. Binghamton hitting a couple pieces of iron, and we have another penalty coming up. Slashing is the call, and it looks like Elmira is headed right back to the sin bin.
Yeah, not a good look, down by 2, as we see Santino Fauti taking the penalty here, a slash, and the Black Bears get a second chance on this power play that did not score earlier, but the energy was there, and it looks like they're ready to start clicking.
1:45 left to go in the period. Time of the penalty, 18-15. Another slashing infraction against the River Sharks. This time it is Santino Fauti, as Cole mentioned. And you see that Heinz Energy replay, and really no need for that. Anderson was skating 1-on-3, probably going to go off for a change. And in fact, that line's not even out there on the ice as the second power play unit's going to get to start. The second man advantage brought to you by our friends over at Henny Hard Seltzer. Technically, Binghamton 0 for 1 on the power play. It was an even strength goal as Jasso lays a heavy hit in the middle of the ice. And unfortunately, the heavy hit causes an icing as Jasso inadvertently takes himself out of the play.
Yeah, it may have caused the icing, but it does send the message of don't do that again. So you lose the battle, but you win the war in the end. I'm sure that they will think twice before they try to pickpocket Dustin Jasso in that spot again.
1:28 left to go here in the period. Take a look at this Heinz Energy replay, and a good shoulder put on by Dustin Jasso. A lot of people concerned about Dustin Jasso. He had played for Danbury in the past. How was that going to translate to playing for Binghamton? And so far, he's played pretty well, obviously. Still early in this one. Not even through the first period. And now a neat little fake there as Jasso crosses over the line, going coast to coast, waiting for everybody to get set up. 1 minute left to go here in the opening period. Ivashkin circling around with Jasso, a two-man game. And now Weber, wrist shot through traffic, looking for a redirect from Stanko. Could not be provided, but Weber is able to hold the puck inside the offensive zone. Ivashkin inside the dot, plays it down low, trying to get the goaltender out of position. Jasso thought he was going to shoot that one. Instead, made the pass unselfish.
A little too unselfish. I would just, shoot as many pucks to the net, good things happen.
33 seconds left to go. One-touch passing from Stanko and Ivashkin. Ivashkin shot off of a stick, maybe a shoulder. Bobin gets over to the loose puck for Elmira. Fluttered out into the neutral zone. 20 seconds left to go in the period. Jasso up at the blue line. Cross ice over for Thompson. Numbers for the Black Bears. Off of the shin of Ivashkin. Clear down the length of the ice. Final push for Binghamton if they want it. Anderson takes a look behind the net, up at the clock. He's going to try to hit Austin Thompson. Plays on sides. Logar's going to have to try to beat the clock, but he lost the handle on it. And that is the end of the first period of the 2023-24 season.
A strong start for the Black Bears. It took a couple minutes to get going, but Connor Smith's wrister from just over the BAE Systems ad really seemed to unlock sort of a free-spirited play for this team.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll have the Excite Motorsports Intermission report coming up in just a little bit. A special interview with Captain Tyson Kirkby that we recorded before tonight's game. And as a lot of fans make their way out to the concession to get one last crack at 2-for-1 beers before they run out here tonight on opening night. We'll have the Binghamton Hockey Booster Club highlights of the first period. 2 Black Bears goals by former Adrian College Bulldogs. And a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, see how Watertown and Danbury are doing tonight. So we'll be back right after these messages on YouTube. You're listening to Black Bears Hockey. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Are you looking for a new place to live? Lofts at JC is the official housing partner of the Binghamton Black Bears and the only luxury housing provider offering both 2 and 3 bedroom units, fully furnished for a modern living lifestyle. Lofts at JC is centrally located in the heart of the Tri-Cities area, located at 128 Grand Avenue in Johnson City. Housing applications are accepted online at loftsatjc.com. Once again, that's loftsatjc.com.
EBE CMS Imaging Solutions is the official printer provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. For over 40 years, they've been serving businesses around the southern tier. Locally owned and operated, EBE CMS Imaging Solutions has a full line of authorized Canon, Sharp, and Kyocera products. With multi-function printers, copiers, and fax machines, they'll help you determine which product is best for your needs, and their staff provides fast and efficient service. EBE CMS Imaging Solutions, 607-723-0000. Are
you kidding me? How do you do that? Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot spring spas, baby.
The area's premier fitness facility, Court Jester Athletic Club, is excited to be open and ready to serve you during your next workout. Join in a new and improved gym experience with fitness and safety top of mind. Updated cleaning and sanitation procedures will help keep you healthy and ready to keep pushing. Plus, utilize the newly renovated and remodeled equipment and exercise spaces. Reach your goals and escape your limits at Court Jester Athletic Club, a one-stop fitness experience.
Magic 101.7.
Best radio station. Keeps getting better.
Better music selection.
Best ever. Makes me feel better.
Number 1 for music and fun.
It's like the best ever.
Magic 101.7. 100% local.
Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long, at home and on the road, free on YouTube.
Welcome back for the first edition of the year of the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Brooks Hill, Cole Parenti on the call here tonight. And Cole, before we get to our very special interview with Tyson Kirkby, what were your thoughts on the first period so far?
Well, my thoughts on the first intermission, I'll tell you what, both these two teams are having very different conversations. One locker room, the home locker room, is having a happy one, good job, keep it up, and Coach Church is definitely laying into his guys for those defensive sloppy mistakes.
We are going to go ahead and play our intermission interview brought to you by our friends over at Excite Motorsports. Excite Motorsports, browse, ride, and buy with free next day delivery to New York and Pennsylvania. You can visit them at their store in Vestal, that's on 408 Front Street, or you can call them at 607-341-7588. Me and Cole step aside, and now we're going to listen to Tyson Kirkby and hear his thoughts about being named captain, what it's like playing against some former teammates, and what we can look forward to the rest of this season. So sit back and enjoy this interview with Tyson Kirkby. Now joined for a very special intermission interview brought to you by our friends over at Excite Motorsports. I'm joined by the second ever captain in franchise history for the Black Bears. It's number 17, forward Tyson Kirkby. Tyson, congratulations on being named captain once again. I know you've been hearing it all week long from a lot of people, but truly congrats.
Thanks, Brooksy. It's an honor for sure.
So, Coach Sherwood, back for his first full season, will be second year, dropping the interim title and taking over as head coach. What have you noticed so far this year from the get-go with Coach Sherwood and getting the guys prepared for this game tonight against Elmira?
Yeah, I think anytime a coach comes in halfway through the season, it's hard to take over. He didn't bring the guys that are on the team to the team. So this season he's kind of got to put his hands on it, and we've went younger, and the guys are really excited and eager to get going tonight. And camp's been tough, but it's going to pay off tonight, and everyone's excited to get going.
What have you noticed is the biggest difference from last year, this time, going into opening night, than where we are now?
Yeah, I think for myself, I wasn't here for the first weekend last year, but I know that these guys they're really excited to get going, and there's a lot of young guys who want to make a name for themselves and prove to Sherwood what they can do and how they can help this team. So everyone's just ready to get going.
Lastly, there's a lot of familiar faces on the other side tonight for the River Sharks. Some coaching, some playing, but how do you handle that emotion, knowing that you have shared the ice with a lot of the people wearing Elmira colors?
Yeah, for sure. I think it adds a little element to the game. Obviously, with Jurich and MJ over there coaching, and Yarwood playing on the back end. So there's a little bit extra to this game, and I know all the returning guys that played with them. Really excited to get the chance to beat them opening night.
All right, Tyson, thank you, and again, congratulations.
Thanks, Brixie.
All right, that's the voice of Captain Tyson Kirkby. More coming up after these messages right here on the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report on YouTube.
Are you looking for a new place to live? Lofts at JC is the official housing partner of the Binghamton Black Bears and the only luxury housing provider offering both 2 and 3 bedroom units, fully furnished for a modern living lifestyle. Lofts at JC is centrally located in the heart of the Tri-Cities area, located at 128 Grand Avenue in Johnson City. Housing applications are accepted online at loftsatjc.com. Once again, that's loftsatjc.com.
EBE CMS Imaging Solutions is the official printer provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. For over 40 years, they've been serving businesses around the Southern Tier. Locally owned and operated, EBE CMS Imaging Solutions has a full line of authorized Canon, Sharp, and Kyocera products. With multi-function printers, copiers, and fax machines, they'll help you determine which product is best for your needs, and their staff provides fast and efficient service. EBE CMS Imaging Solutions, 607-723-0000.
Are you kidding me?
How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot Spring Spas, baby.
The area's premier fitness facility, Court Jester Athletic Club, is excited to be open and ready to serve you during your next workout. Join in a new and improved gym experience with fitness and safety top of mind. Updated cleaning and sanitation procedures will help keep you healthy and ready to keep pushing. Plus, utilize the newly renovated and remodeled equipment and exercise spaces. Reach your goals and escape your limits at Court Jester Athletic Club. A one-stop fitness experience.
Magic 101.7.
Best radio station. Keeps getting better.
Better music selection.
Best ever. Makes me feel better.
Number 1 for music and fun.
It's like the best ever.
Magic 101.7. 100% local.
Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long, at home and on the road, free on YouTube.
Welcome back to Binghamton Black Bears hockey on the official Binghamton Black Bears YouTube page. I'm Cole Parenti, joined alongside Brooks Hill. And now it's time for highlights of the first period, brought to you by the Binghamton Hockey Booster Club. Join the Booster Club. Visit them behind Section 4 at Black Bears home games. And it was a quick start for the Black Bears as they found the back of the net on Connor Smith's shot. And Connor Smith really got this offense going where Brendan Stanko was able to pick up where they left off. Brooks, what do you think of those goals?
Well, I think it's a big confidence builder for both of the guys. Connor Smith, kind of picking up right where he left off last year with that first goal at 13:44. He had 5 goals last year in 5 games, regular season. And he got hurt in the Danbury series on that hit in the second round here at home.
I'll tell you, that Connor Smith goal looked identical to the one that we saw in the season finale last year against the Elmira Mammoth. Right in front of that left dot, our left dot, put it right over the shoulder. And Connor Smith, like I said, is going to be a huge key for this team. His shot is one of the best in the league, and we need to make sure that we see it as much as possible.
Yeah, and he almost had it the exact next shift, too, following it up. Instead, though, he cut to the middle of the ice, and I think that one rang off the post on, the outside portion. But I think for Brendan Stanko, I think his goal means a little bit more to him than the goal to Connor Smith, only because Brendan wasn't able to score last year in the 4 regular season games he played in. And, since he only played in 4, he had a situation come up, a personal matter, that he couldn't be with the Black Bears in the playoffs. So we didn't get to see what he was like during that time, but just the way that he's been competing at practice, I knew that line was going to be doing good, and they already have 2 goals so far, and Smith is leading the way with 2 points, a goal, and an assist on the Stanko goal.
Yeah, anytime a player finds the back of the net, whether it's Brendan Stanko, who hasn't found one yet, or it's Nikita Ivashkin, who has nearly 50, 60 goals in this league, the confidence grows. It gets higher. You think every shot's going to find the back of the net, and getting one in the pot is a good start for Brendan Stanko.
All right, let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Only one other game going on in the FPHL tonight, and it's the same matchup as last night, Watertown and Danbury, but this time the game being played at the Ice Arena in Connecticut, as they have about 5 minutes left in the first period. Danbury leads 1-0, and it's Nick DiNicola with the only goal so far. And it was 14 seconds in, so an early start for Danbury. First shift, that's a good way to get up early in that one, but if anything has set precedent from last night, it's that game is not over yet, as they had 11 goals combined between the two sides, and so far just 1, but there's probably a lot more on the way.
Yeah, and of course, who gets an assist on that is captain and, in my opinion, franchise face Johnny Ruiz.
Yeah, Ruiz had 2 goals last night.
He's really the center of that offense. He's always right there in the middle.
Yeah.
Anytime you see something getting done in Danbury, Johnny Ruiz's name is somewhere around it.
Especially with Michael Marchesand, who is reigning playoff MVP up in the ECHL.
And Dustin Jesso now part of the Binghamton Black Bears.
Yeah, a lot of the offense is going to fall on Ruiz and Kuznetsov. So I'm looking forward to seeing Ruiz next week. We're seeing him in Danbury Friday night, and then they'll be here Saturday night for Breast Cancer Awareness Night. So I'm looking forward to seeing what kind of offense they have, because truth be told, I didn't see a ton of defense last night in the game. A 6-5, you could say is a lot of offense, but there's a lot of odd man rushes, a lot of breakaways.
Well, they don't have Brian Wilson anymore. Brian Wilson was a huge part of that team last year. He was a brick wall at times, stood on his head, and really was, if not the key factor for Danbury, gone up into, I believe, the ECHL, or is he in the SP?
Truth be told, I don't want to say the wrong one, so we're checking on that.
We'll get back to you on that one.
Oh, yeah. All right, speaking of getting back to you, we'll be right back after this final timeout of the Excite Motorsports Intermission. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for a new place to live? Lofts at JC is the official housing partner of the Binghamton Black Bears and the only luxury housing provider offering both 2 and 3 bedroom units, fully furnished for a modern living lifestyle. Lofts at JC is centrally located in the heart of the Tri-Cities area, located at 128 Grand Avenue in Johnson City. Housing applications are accepted online at loftsatjc.com. Once again, that's loftsatjc.com.
EBE CMS Imaging Solutions is the official printer provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. For over 40 years, they've been serving businesses around the Southern Tier. Locally owned and operated, EBE CMS Imaging Solutions has a full line of authorized Canon, Sharp, and Kyocera products. With multi-function printers, copiers, and fax machines, they'll help you determine which product is best for your needs, and their staff provides fast and efficient service. EBE CMS Imaging Solutions, 607-723-0000.
Are you kidding me?
How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot Spring Spas, baby.
The area's premier fitness facility, Court Jester Athletic Club, is excited to be open and ready to serve you during your next workout. Join in a new and improved gym experience with fitness and safety top of mind. Updated cleaning and sanitation procedures will help keep you healthy and ready to keep pushing. Plus, utilize the newly renovated and remodeled equipment and exercise spaces. Reach your goals and escape your limits at Court Jester Athletic Club, a one-stop fitness experience.
Magic 101.7.
Best radio station. Keeps getting better.
Better music selection.
Best ever. Makes me feel better.
Number 1 for music and fun.
It's like the best ever.
Magic 101.7. 100% local.
Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long, at home and on the road, free on YouTube.
Welcome back to the second period, brought to you by our friends over at Greenlight Networks. Fast fiber internet. Visit greenlightnetworks.com to learn more. Cole, the Black Bears are going to start with 15 seconds on the Henny Hard Seltzer power play as we get set for period number 2.
Not much time, but enough time to get things done. As they'll wait for that slashing penalty, Elmira still down a man. And it looks like we're just about ready to go, except that the clock says first period, but 20 minutes all the same.
Well, looks like Elmira will be able to get the final 10 seconds shaved off of this one as a long wrist shot is thrown on target that Nolan Egbert will glove down. Final power play push, and time is up. Foddy is out of the box. Binghamton power play 0 for 2 on the night, but where it matters the most, up by a pair against the Elmira River Sharks, but this is offsides as Stravo Solis, the captain, did not get back out of the zone in time, forcing the first stoppage of the second period.
Quite egregiously offside, and I'm surprised it took the rest as long as it did to blow that whistle. Stavros Solius was nowhere near the neutral zone, and the Black Bears were hands in the air about it.
I think sometimes you just get caught looking the wrong way. I think that's what Solius did. And now Thompson will get it in around Yarwood. Yarwood still playing with that yellow twig that he did last year. Good to see that. Solius coming down the left wing side, tries to center up, but a great stick by Jesse Anderson to break up that pass. They get it up to Austin Thompson, but a little bit too far ahead as he sends D'Angelo into the wall. A little softly, maybe a little bit of a friendly check if there's ever such a thing. Thompson down low,
I don't know if
outside of the trapezoid.
As we see the puck now come back into the Black Bear zone, Jesse Anderson will play it back by his own dots. Jesse Anderson up the gut. He'll try to get around the defenders. He goes blue line, red line in.
And now Tommy Ray coming around the net. Separated from the puck, and now Elmira throws it out into the neutral zone. Lear Anderson, apologies for that technical difficulty with the camera. Forgot to switch back from intermission. Should be good now. Smith, a booming wrist shot, silent but deadly, as that ricochets off the top of the glass, held into the zone though by Ray. Ray matched up against Jackson, throws it off of a body. Now Elmira picks up the loose change and exits the zone. Now for Jelinski's. Now a wrist shot tipped wide by his own man.
Jelinski's the lone goal scorer in the exhibition game against Watertown this Elmira team played last week.
Centering out in front, Egbert with his best save of the night to keep Elmira off the board for the time being. And a good job by Stone cleaning it up. Now Stone has a heavy hit laid on to Connor Smith. That's a big man to knock down to the ice, and that's a good job on the way through by Solius. Now Liam Anderson, no relation again to Jesse, is a turnover. Jelinski's, no, Richards tries to settle it down, but it hopped over his stick. He's matched up one-on-one against Moritz. Elmira tries to start the high cycle near the wall, but Connor Smith, a little angrily right there, just backhands that one out of the zone. You could tell that his temper was maybe still a little bit high from that hit that he took earlier.
Yeah, never fun to find yourself on the ice, Brooks, so rightfully so, Connor Smith a little annoyed with not just the hit, but himself for getting into that position.
Yeah, I find myself spending a lot of time on the ice when I'm skating, but normally that's when my behind is down there. Weber circling the net, good stick handling. Penalty coming up against Elmira, and tripping is the indication, and the Black Bears will once again have a Henny Hard Seltzer power play, first one of period number 2.
Well, this is an Elmira team that takes a lot of penalties. We saw that in their exhibition game against Watertown last week. They spent a lot of time keeping that box warm, and Brooks, I don't think I have to say it or be obvious, that's not a recipe for winning hockey.
3:09, time of the penalty. And that's Brandon Lucchesi, guilty of the tripping infraction. 3 different River Sharks have spent time in the penalty box tonight, but they do a good job of clearing it out of the zone on the first chance that they get. Egbert spins it all the way around for Tyson Kirkby. Met with some pressure by Cooper Bowman. And Binghamton from behind their own net will start the breakout all the way up at the line. Up to Gamstoff, wide open net, and sent high by Tyson Kirkby. That's one of those plays where you're almost too open.
I mean, the net's been 6 feet for 100 years, Brooks.
Now Tyson's going to want that one back. He knocks down a puck that was going to be batted into the corner. Thompson tries a stuff chance, and holding the post is Spencer Kozlowski, who's made some great saves in tonight's contest. Kirkby trying to get the puck deep. Logar holds it on the wing side, top of your screen. Spins around near the goal line as Anderson and Gamzatov trade places. Looks like the Black Bears are a little confused as they have some partial players from both units out there, and the remainder of the first unit will get off the ice on a line change as Tyson Kirkby looks up to the rafters, wondering how that one did not find the back of the net. Now just so. Doesn't like what he sees against Mucha, so here just circle back. Dump it off for Liam Anderson. 30 seconds left to go in the penalty. Black Bears 0 for 2 on the Henny Hard Seltzer power play. Trying to pick that power play back up like they had last season here tonight. Cleaned up by Elmira. This time it's D'Angelo slapping it all the way down, and Egbert will set it up inside the trapezoid, even though the trapezoid not a factor in FPHL hockey. Just gives us another point of reference on the ice. Smith down the left wing side, started the scoring. Muscles off a weak defender. Black Bears trying to chase the puck, just so couldn't get there, and look out. Here comes Elmira shorthanded, 3-on-1. Weber, the lone man back, tipped wide at the last second. Pozar had a yawning net just like Kirkby, could not connect. Penalty time is up, and the Black Bears come the other way. Stanko crossing the line on sides. Centering it for Ivashkin, trying to tuck it into the short side. Kozlowski might have got a toe to it, or it rolled off Ivashkin's stick. Either way, it stays out of the net, and we remain 2-0 in favor of the home squad.
That's the Nikita Ivashkin we've grown to love. Crafty play down low to get Kozlowski down. Just couldn't find the back of the net, as we'll have icing here against Elmira.
Binghamton 0 for 3 on the power play, and so far that's been one of the only blemishes in the game. 14:06 left to go. Binghamton up by a pair. Back with you after these messages right here on the Black Bears YouTube.
Fans, Breast Cancer Awareness Night is this Saturday against the Danbury Hat Tricks. The first 2,000 fans will receive a rally towel presented by the State Farm Jim Rolo agencies. The Black Bears will also be wearing specialty jerseys for the first time this season. Get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com.
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at ExciteMotorsports.com. Purchase your next power sports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on ExciteMotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new power sport vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at ExciteMotorsports.com.
All about you make me think of good things. Good things. Like calming tempers down. Good things. And passing them around. So stand up and cheer. Well, that's gonna be a good thing.
Welcome back to Black Bears Hockey. 14:06 left to go here in the second period. Now to look at our Heinz Energy replay on that last scoring chance by Nikita Ivashkin. Blackbears still up by a pair as we get ready for more middle frame action. Fletcher double teamed a little bit. Gamzatov coming in, and here just wrist one. That's swallowed up by Kozlowski in the glove, and we're reset, do it all again.
Yeah, Kozlowski has made strong saves when asked of him. The only two to beat him really weren't his fault. His defense has kind of failed him, and you expect that with the mishmash roster we've seen from Elmira.
Another shot off the face-off, swallowed up by the Elmira goaltender. That only took a couple seconds off the clock, and we're reset. Same dot, do it all again.
Yeah, I'm running out of things to say, Brooks. We need a little more time between these whistles. As you see, Nikita Ivashkin just missed the stuff chance on your Heinz Energy replay.
Yeah. Ray and Aldworth. As Ray comes away with the loose puck, backhanded out in front, and a Black Bear gets sent right into the net. It was Fletcher, and there's that hustle from Ray that's so good. Picked Aldworth's pocket and threw it right in front for a scoring opportunity for Josh Fletcher.
Well, as the great Butch Goring would say, Thomas Ray in the dirty area right in front of the goalie finds himself on his behind inside the cage, and here's your Heinz Energy replay. Ray picked the pocket. I'm sorry, it's not Ray who ends up in the net. I believe that's Josh Fletcher. And it is. He finds himself in the back of the Elmira net, which we wish was the puck.
Elmira does clear the zone. Ray gets stripped of it this time, and now Foddy 2-on-1. Diving effort by the Black Bears defense to deny a shot, centering into the mixer. But Egbert senses the trouble and wisely melts the puck down inside the blue paint.
Now, Nolan Egbert hasn't been asked to do a lot in this hockey game. Only 16 saves compared to Spencer Kozlowski's 29. But in the 16 shots he's seen, he's looked very strong in commanding his crease and really making sure to make himself big and take away a lot of the net from the Elmira shooters.
Kirkby will win that faceoff back to Liam Anderson, played off the glass, and it'll ricochet into the Elmira bench. And it's going to be tipped out of play, so no penalty there. 13:24 left to go here as the Black Bears lead by a pair.
A little bit of a slower moving second period than we had in the first. You know, maybe these guys hopefully not getting too comfortable with a 2-goal lead. We'll have to see. Elmira is still not showing any heart as a grit and grind team, showing that scoring is going to be a problem this season as they score.
Right off the faceoff, Elmira's on the board. And it's Kona Jackson on the one-timer. 13:22 left to go in the period.
Oh, Brooks, me and my big mouth getting me into trouble again. As Elmira takes 17 shots, finally tickles the twine, finds the back of the net. A great, it looked almost a set play off the draw to find Kona Jackson right outside the circle, and he makes no mistake putting it under the glove of Nolan Egbert. Here it is on your Heinz Energy replay.
Yeah, Foddy does a good job winning it back cleanly. And Kona Jackson, right off the rip, there'll only be one assist on that play. It's Antonio Foddy. As we're back to the action, another wrist shot, loose puck. Egbert trying to swallow up, still available. D'Angelo knocked his teammate's stick out of his hand, trying to fire one on target. Centered. And a penalty is coming up against the Black Bears. D'Angelo's wrist shot goes wide, and it ricochets off of the glass into the netting. And Elmira with a golden opportunity here, Cole, to tie the game up as the Black Bears are headed to the penalty kill.
It looks like it's going to be Austin Thompson who's heading to the sin bin. Not the dynamic duo you want of giving up a goal and then immediately going to the penalty kill. The Black Bears' first opportunity on the penalty kill this season. We'll have to see how strong they are as they send out Weber, Moritz, Fletcher, and Tyson Kirkby.
7:01 time of the penalty to Austin Thompson. Black Bears penalty kill all year long, brought to you by Northeastern Striping Corporation. They are a full-service specialty contracting company specializing in paving and concrete. Puck held in after Binghamton won the initial face-off, but the second chance will make its way down to the Elmira zone, and Cam Yarwood getting some power play time like he wanted with this new Elmira squad. Elmira crosses over. Egbert Holding the short side post back up to Richards as the puck makes its way. It's a turnover, and Dan Weber cuts through the middle of the ice, surveys his option, and wisely would just play it off the glass all the way around, where Cam Yarwood settles it down. Turnover, Ivashkin gets it back, and something that we saw Ivashkin do in the middle of last season was actually start to kill penalties, something that he didn't do the first year at all.
Well, Nikita's a very smart hockey player. He knows how to control the puck.
And speaking of controlling the puck, Binghamton now does, as Ivashkin sidesteps a hit. He's paired up with Stanko, and Ivashkin inadvertently takes two people down to the ice with them, as Elmira does have control. Coming down the left wing side is Luke Richards, spinning around and left it behind. Elmira's in a line change. They have to be careful not to get a too many men penalty. They did that in the exhibition game. Their first penalty of the year, actually, was a too many men infraction up in Watertown.
And a smart move by Tyson Kirkby to take the puck into that zone and draw a penalty.
Richards rings the shot off the inside of the post, stays out. Gamzatov now coming away shorthanded. Throws on the brakes and lost the handle on the puck. 11:23 left to go in the period. As you see, 20 seconds left to go in the Northeastern Striping Corporation penalty kill. Some good chances for Elmira, but Binghamton doing a good job forcing a lot of the action down on the other side of the ice.
A very strong beginning to a penalty kill. It's not over yet, but Binghamton not really giving Elmira much of a chance other than ringing it off the post.
JT Walters will slap this one down. The linesman gets out of the way. That's a shot I would not want to hit me either. And Austin Thompson has returned neither side, scoring on the power play so far. Binghamton 0 for 3 and Elmira 0 for 1. Thompson tried to center up but knocked out of midair by Asp. And Asp is a big man who spent some time last year with the Delaware Thunder, picked up by Elmira. As Stanko muscled down to the ice legally by Asp. Kozlowski comes out of the net, turns it over to Thompson. Thompson's shot blocked by Asp. And unfortunately for Connor Smith, he was not in the right spot to bury an empty net rebound. Smith crossing through the middle on the forehand, and another goal for the Cowboy. Connor Smith grabs it right back for Binghamton, reclaims a 2-goal lead, his second of the night, and the Black Bears lead 3-1.
There's that howitzer of a shot again. He puts it almost in the same spot that Santino Fudi thought he put it in. I'm sorry, Kona Jackson scored for Elmira. He finds the same spot this time on Spencer Kozlowski, and Connor Smith makes no mistake after not being able to find that rebound. You watch him here on your Heinz Energy replay. Takes the puck into the zone and knew he was going to bury this as he goes nuts with the crowd.
Connor Smith trying to make pace with Trevor Lord, who at the time is the FPHL leading scorer with 4, based off last night's contest, as this will be an icing against the Black Bears.
Well, when you score 4 goals, you're more than likely to lead the league.
And another Adrian College Bulldog picks up a point. Daniel Stone, his first point as a Black Bear, getting the only assist on the latest goal from Connor Smith.
Now, while some of these names might not be recognizable from last year, they're not players that are just here to fill a job. They're here to earn a job and really show you what they can do.
Binghamton wins the face-off as we get back to the action. Thompson throws it all the way across the ice for Logar, a little bit behind his line mate. So they're going to backtrack just a little bit, and it leads to an Elmira takeaway as the teams jockey for possession. In the neutral zone, Elmira will cross over into the line. Lucchesi had it stolen away, and now Thompson for the Black Bears, leaving it for Logar. Shot, looking through a tip out in front, and Austin Thompson, he's in the right spot at the right time this go-around, and the Black Bears have their largest lead of the night, up 4-1 over the River Sharks.
Well, I spoke to Austin Thompson quite a few times last year because of goals he scored, and he told me he's a net front guy, a down low guy, and while he wasn't perched out in front of the net for that goal, it's exactly where it came, picking up a rebound off a Brandon Stanko shot, and Austin Thompson really knows his role. Here it is on your Heinz Energy replay. He drops it off to, Logar, and finishes the job as Kozlowski couldn't get his glove there in time.
You know what, Cole? That's also the first Burger King burger goal of the year. So all fans in attendance tonight going home with a coupon, courtesy of our friends at Burger King, for a free cheeseburger. You know, I pass a Burger King on the way home, after the games, and every time the Black Bears score 4, there's at least 10 cars in the drive-through line on the way through.
Well, it's a good promotion to have when you have a high-scoring team like this Black Bear team.
Now just so in the middle of the ice, tries to get over to Fletcher. Look out, could be a partial break. Fletcher's wrist shot blockered away by Keselowski. That's a good bounce back save. As Anderson plays it down low.
The Black Bears are just getting any shot they want as Elmira takes a step into the blue line.
Oh yeah, and a shot goes right over the shoulder of Egbert. Doing a good job trying to see around the traffic out in front. That's Faudy, who has the only assist on the night for Elmira. Binghamton up now by 3. They lead 4-1 here on opening night at home. Only game this weekend for the Black Bears as Stanko comes in, throws one off the mask, tries a wraparound, but it rolls off of his stick at the last second and floated out in front of the net. Ivashkin lost his stick on the way through. Just so tries to knock the puck away from Aldworth. And now Mucha all the way across in a yawning net once again for Elmira. Comes up empty-handed. That would have been Coda Jackson's second of the night.
He's going to want that opportunity back. But as they say in the NHL video game, the net's been in the same spot for 100 years. How'd he miss it?
Stanko slaps one down. Blocked on the way through by D'Angelo. He goes up against Tommy Ray. Stanko in alone. Has a wrist shot go wide. Knocked up into the air. Elmira tries to take some batting practice, Pioneer style, on their summer collegiate team up in Elmira.
They're called the Pioneers? I didn't know that.
Yep. And now Kirkby, a little bit of a spinorama around Yarwood. You know Yarwood saw the back of the numbers, laid off a hit right there. Ray lending a hand to Kirkby. We got a little bit of a four-man pile-up. Connor Smith comes away for the puck, drags it over to the open man, defenseman Liam Anderson. His shot goes wide. Kirkby chases over to the rebound, played back up to the point for Stone, tipped on by Ray, and held on to by Keselowski. No further play. Black Bears lead 4-1 as Connor Smith and Austin Thompson scored just over a minute apart to extend the Black Bears lead to 3. Back with you after these messages right here on the Black Bears YouTube channel.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
Welcome back to second period action here on the Black Bears YouTube page. Brooks Hill, Cole Parenti on the call. Black Bears up 4-1 as they extend their lead to 3 as Connor Smith and Austin Thompson score just over a minute apart.
Well, just look at the shots on goal, Brooks. That tells the story of today's game. 37 for Binghamton, and we're just 6 minutes to go in the second, only 18 for Elmira.
Blown tire as we had a cherry picker for Elmira on the way through. That was Luke James. As Logar now comes in, takes a whack from Yarwood. Down on one knee, does a good job stick handling for the time being to try to get the puck over to Kirkby, but instead going to find its way all the way around to the Zamboni corner. And there's a good hit laid on by Andrew Logar. Dan Weber and Luke James getting tied up with each other at center ice, and bodies starting to fly here in the second period. As we have 4 penalties combined between the two sides, 3 against Elmira, 1 against Binghamton. The latest going against the Black Bears, it was Austin Thompson. As there's a pile up in the corner, right in front of our friend Malik from Strive Motion Media. Logar trying to stick handle in a phone booth, runs out of space as Rasmus Asp puts on some tight turns behind his own net, desperately trying to clear the puck. out of the zone. Good forecheck by the Black Bears, but eventually all good things must come to an end as Solis skates it out of his own end, allows a partial line change for the River Sharks. And now Jelinski's losing his handle on it. Logar gets it deep. Binghamton will return the line change. A lot of new players out here on the ice, fresh bodies, with 5:35 left to go in the period. Knocked down by Jasso. Takes a hit from Mucha. White Duck threw that in the skates of his own defender. Stretch pass, nobody home for Elmira. JT Walters, assistant captain, waiting for it. Ivashkin saucers it into an open corner. Asp has been on the ice for quite a while now. And they try to exit the zone. Good hit laid on by Walters, and that's such a big add back into the Black Bears lineup. Went down with a scary injury at the end of last season. This will be an icing, but really glad to see JT Walters back and playing hockey, where we did not think that was going to be able to happen at the end of last year, Cole.
JT Walters is a staple on the back end, a defensive-minded defenseman, which in this league is a premium. As you see Dustin Gesso on your screen, he has been in the middle of everything tonight, Brooks. You can see why the Black Bears and Coach Sherwood went out in day one of free agency and said, I want this guy on my club. He hasn't been on the score sheet, but he really shown a lot, especially on the power play, which he's quarterbacking.
Fletcher and Bowman on the faceoff. This one's won by Elmira, but an errant play on the way through by White Duck forces the puck to drastically just come all the way back into the Binghamton zone after he missed his defensive partner on the clearing and tip. Ivashkin cross ice trying to find Stanko. Late developing 2-on-1. Ivashkin, though, and Stone. Two-man it down low into the corner. Ivashkin pinned against the wall by D'Angelo. He's going to draw a 40 as well. Ivashkin trying to center up, but instead finds its way back up to the blue line. Liam Anderson's wrist shot doesn't connect with anything. Tommy Ray fresh onto the ice with a load of steam. Handles it just outside the face-off dot. First ever professional game for Tommy Ray, for dressed in black, from Daytona Beach, as a booming shot from Jasso just barely misses. Ray plays it down for Jasso. Their trade spots. Looks like Jasso drew a double team right there from Foddy and Richards. White Duck tries to backhand one out of the zone, held in by Jasso, sidestepping a couple of River Sharks. He's running out of space. Wisely just plays it all the way around the boards to a pinching Daniel Stone. Stanko and Stone, college teammates at Adrian College, along with Connor Smith with 2 goals tonight. Jasso was open, but the Black Bears couldn't get it over to him. Stone shot, rebound, Jasso scores! His first as a Binghamton Black Bear. And Dustin Jasso, welcome to the 607.
And there it is. Just as I mentioned, Dustin Jasso in the middle of everything finds a nice rebound out in front, and the Black Bears up 5-1 with 40 shots. It's really just been a complete team effort, non-stop pressure, and it doesn't look like Elmira's been able to respond.
5-1, the Black Bears lead.
As you look on your Heinz Energy replay.
Yeah, Stone with a slap shot from the point right off the pad of Kozlowski, and that's just one of those, if you're a goaltender and it hits you that hard in the pad, you can't do anything about it. Now back to the action. Elmira coming back the other way. Fritz holding on to the puck, and a good defensive play by Alex Gamzatov, the Russian. As that puck is going to be knocked all the way down. Gamzatov will give a little chase. This is icing, though, against Binghamton, and it will come all the way back. The horn sounds, which means it's time for a media timeout. 3:05 left to go in period number 2. Black Bears up 5-1 over the Elmira River Sharks. Back with you after these messages.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks, fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Welcome back to second period action. Black Bears now up 5-1 over the Elmira River Sharks as we get ready to put the puck back up on the ice. Cole Binghamton doing a little bit of a better job in the second half of this second period after Elmira got on the board.
Yeah, they really seem to respond to that Elmira goal. Usually you see the team who scores a goal respond. This time we see the defensive team.
Now Gamzatov trying to get around Asp, and he's muscled off the puck. Asp will throw Gamzatov down to the ice, and we have a whistle. Don't see a referee's arm up. Looks like Keselowski just melted that puck down, and we're having offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Black Bears.
I really like what I've seen from former Long Beach Shark Alexander Gamzatov tonight. He's been all over the ice, chipping pucks in, and really looks like a hustler.
Moritz didn't get all of that slap shot from the point. Elmira tries a stretch pass, but Dan Weber does a good job of making sure Elmira doesn't get any freebies here as a couple of face washes go on in front of the Elmira bench. Yarwood turns it over, though, to Kirkby. Kirkby's got a lot of space. Comes in with a wrist shot save made by Keselowski. Kirkby indirectly off the boards for Jesse Anderson. A rising shot put on. Hack and whack time as Keselowski stands tall at the top of his crease. Good forecheck for the Black Bears as they get another takeaway. Trying to find Gamzatov was Kirkby, but instead it's going to be slapped back down. No icing. They're going to say tipped on the way through as we play on. Binghamton up to 41 shots on goal so far. Make it 42 with 2 minutes left to go in the second period.
You know Tyson Kirkby wants to find the back of that net for the first time with the C on his chest. He's had two great chances. We'll see if he can finish one off here at the end of the second or the third.
A little bit of a scoring note. Thomas Ray has his first professional point as he has the secondary assist on that last goal from Dustin Jasso. So congratulations to Tommy.
I hope someone got him the puck.
All of his family as well. A wrist shot put wide of the target from Elmira comes all the way down. That was a heat-seeking missile on the way through. Trying to find a number on that. That was 78, Brandon Lucchesi. Doesn't have his nameplate on the back of his jersey just quite yet, but eventually they'll get there. And now behind the net, nobody out in front for Elmira. Wrist shot, and Elmira gets one right back again as the goaltender Egbert lost his stick. Tried to come back through, and Elmira ends the scoring run for Binghamton. Coda Jackson with his second of the night.
Coda Jackson's been all over the ice tonight. The only one to be able to beat Nolan Egbert. And we'll see if there's more of a response here from the Elmira squad than we've seen in the past. Here it is on your Heinz Energy replay as Egbert just falls out of position and nothing he could do to get back in time.
So, deficit cut to 3. 67 seconds remain here in the period. Turnover. Stanko off the bottom of the pad of the Elmira netminder. Stone plays it all the way across the line. Liam Anderson throws it on target and swallowed up by Keselowski, who has seen a healthy helping of shots on night number 1.
Yeah, and the score sheet says 5-2, but if you're Spencer Keselowski, you can't blame yourself for this onslaught you've seen of 43 shots, and we're only almost 2/3 of the way done, Brooks. This could get up to 60.
Just so camped out a little bit behind the circle on that face-off. Elmira will get control. Bounces off Jasso's skate. Ivashkin, though, could not get it cleanly behind the Elmira net. Instead, it makes its way back out to the Binghamton zone where Dan Stone and Liam Anderson team up together, and they start a breakout. Stanko on sides with Ivashkin. Ivashkin, a lot of space, cuts to the middle. Stanko is taken down, running into Keselowski. Interference is the call. But is this goaltender interference, or is it Elmira interference?
It looks like it's Elmira interference by the indication of the box opening. However, I see the Binghamton box netminder looking to open it up, and nope, the Henny Hart Seltzer Power Play ad will play. It's a really good voice. I don't know who does the voice for that, but whoever it is sounds great. And the Black Bears will head to their 4th power play as Thomas Aldsworth will take a seat.
Yeah, former Black Bear. Thomas Allworth back in the box, and Binghamton on the Henny Hard Seltzer power play for the 4th time tonight. They are 0 for 3, one of the only blemishes so far in the game for Binghamton, and you know that's going to be a talking point for Coach Sherwood as much time as they spent yesterday and Thursday on the power play. Cleared down the length of the ice. Egbert out of his net, legally plays it behind the goal line. And Stanko right onto the tape of Connor Smith, tries to get it over for just so. It's a turnover. 6 seconds left to go in the period. Slap shot absorbed by Egbert, and we will have at least one more face-off with 4 seconds left to go in the middle period.
Yeah, not a great start to this power play. It looks like the Black Bears will start the third as they started the second on the man advantage. They'll run out there Ivashkin, Stanko, Jesso as the forward group, as they'll try to just at least keep this puck out of their net shorthanded.
Yarwood, turnaround shot from the blue line, snagged at the horn. That'll count as a save for Nolan Egbert, and we are through 2 periods of play here in Binghamton. Black Bears lead 5-2, but it's Elmira getting the final goal of the second period.
Yeah, both teams really found a little bit of the scoring touch. The Black Bears found it a little harder than Elmira, putting up 3 in this period, but Elmira put up 2 more goals than they did in the first, so we don't want to let them get started here for the Black Bears, and we'll have to see how they respond in the third.
Don't go anywhere, folks. We got another Excite Motorsports intermission report coming up after this. We have the Columbian Mutual Life Insurance stat sheet, a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and the Binghamton Hockey Booster Club highlights as well. All that and more coming up right after this on the Black Bears YouTube page.
Are you looking for a new place to live? Lofts at JC is the official housing partner of the Binghamton Black Bears and the only luxury housing provider offering both 2 and 3 bedroom units, fully furnished for a modern living lifestyle. Lofts at JC is centrally located in the heart of the Tri-Cities area, located at 128 Grand Avenue in Johnson City. Housing applications are accepted online at loftsatjc.com. Once again, that's loftsatjc.com.
EBE CMS Imaging Solutions is the official printer provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. For over 40 years, they've been serving businesses around the southern tier. Locally owned and operated, EBE CMS Imaging Solutions has a full line of authorized Canon, Sharp, and Kyocera products. With multi-function printers, copiers, and fax machines, they'll help you determine which product is best for your needs, and their staff provides fast and efficient service. EBE CMS Imaging Solutions, 607-723-0000.
Are you kidding me?
How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot spring spas, baby.
The area's premier fitness facility, Court Jester Athletic Club, is excited to be open and ready to serve you during your next workout. Join in a new and improved gym experience with fitness and safety top of mind. Updated cleaning and sanitation procedures will help keep you healthy and ready to keep pushing. Plus, utilize the newly renovated and remodeled equipment and exercise spaces. Reach your goals and escape your limits at Court Jester Athletic Club, a one-stop fitness experience.
Magic 101.7.
Best radio station. Keeps getting better.
Better music selection.
Best ever. Makes me feel better.
Number 1 for music and fun.
It's like the best ever.
Magic 101.7. 100% local.
Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long, at home and on the road, free on YouTube.
Welcome back in for another edition of the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Excite Motorsports, browse, ride, and buy. Free next day delivery to New York and Pennsylvania as we see our first Chuck-a-Puck promotion of the year, Cole. And looks like our friend Trevor gets to drive around the CF Moto that will be given away at the end of the season again.
Yeah, Brooks, I really don't miss picking up those pucks, to be honest. It was a start to a sports career, I'll put it that way, but it wasn't fun.
Well, we stand at 5-2 after 2. Binghamton leads by 3 on the road. Let's go ahead and get to the Columbian Mutual Life Insurance stat sheet. Columbian Mutual Life been protecting families in the Southern Tier for over 140 years. Shots on goal after 2 periods of play favor the Black Bears 43-21. And in the second period, Cole, Binghamton outshot Elmira 22-9.
Yeah, and if you want to know what a story of a game looks like, look at the shots on goal rather than the score. Binghamton is outplaying, outshooting, and outmuscling the Elmira River Sharks today, and it shows on the goal sheet, on the stat sheet. It's 5-2 for a reason here in Vision's Veteran Memorial Arena.
Also, some stats to consider. Binghamton 0-for-3 on the power play. They are in the middle of their fourth. They carry over 90 seconds of Henny Hard Seltzer power play time to start the third period. Elmira 0-for-1 on the other side. All 7 goals tonight so far come at even strength.
Yeah, a little alarming that the power play hasn't got clicking, but it's a different power play than we saw last year. You know, it's a bunch of different guys who need to find some chemistry with each other. Jesso and Ivashkin are finding chemistry with each other to start the game today. On the note of Jesso, I really like the way he's been quarterbacking this power play. It's a very young Black Bears team with not much experience in this league. Dustin Jesso brings that experience of the Fed, a champion in Danbury. He's showing why the Black Bears brought him in.
Those are the stats brought to you by our friends over at Columbian Mutual Life. Columbian Mutual Life Insurance Company has been protecting families in the Southern Tier for over 140 years. We're going to take another timeout, come back with the Binghamton Hockey Booster Club highlights and a look at the out-of-town scoreboard right after these messages right here on the Black Bears YouTube channel. You're listening to the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report.
Are you looking for a new place to live? Lofts at JC is the official housing partner of the Binghamton Black Bears and the only luxury housing provider offering both 2 and 3 bedroom units, fully furnished for a modern living lifestyle. Lofts at JC is centrally located in the heart of the Tri-Cities area, located at 128 Grand Avenue in Johnson City. Housing applications are accepted online at loftsatjc.com. Once again, that's loftsatjc.com.
EBE CMS Imaging Solutions is the official printer provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. For over 40 years, they've been serving businesses around the Southern Tier. Locally owned and operated, EBE CMS Imaging Solutions has a full line of authorized Canon, Sharp, and Kyocera products. With multi-function printers, copiers, and fax machines, they'll help you determine which product is best for your needs, and their staff provides fast and efficient service. EBE CMS Imaging Solutions, 607-723-0000.
Are you kidding me?
How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot spring spas, baby.
The area's premier fitness facility, Court Jester Athletic Club, is excited to be open and ready to serve you during your next workout. Join in a new and improved gym experience with fitness and safety top of mind. Updated cleaning and sanitation procedures will help keep you healthy and ready to keep pushing. Plus, utilize the newly renovated and remodeled equipment and exercise spaces. Reach your goals and escape your limits at Court Jester Athletic Club, a one-stop fitness experience.
Magic 101.7.
Best radio station. Keeps getting better.
Better music selection.
Best ever. Makes me feel better.
Number 1 for music and fun.
It's like the best ever.
Magic 101.7. 100% local.
Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long at home and on the road, free on YouTube.
Welcome back inside Vision's Veteran Memorial Arena. I'm Cole Parenti, joined alongside Brooks Hill. And Brooks, 5-2 is where we stand.
Yeah, so far the Black Bears have played really good at even strength as they've outscored Elmira 5-2 so far, as we just mentioned before we went to commercial. All the goals tonight coming at even strength. Not something that if you look in a microscope of last season, or I should say macroscope, over 56 games, league-leading power play last year, honestly, just hasn't connected yet, but it's also just one game in. So there's really no need to panic. A lot of, you're going to mix around some guys, not seeing too many different combinations so far for tonight, and that's okay. In night one, you don't need to hit the panic button and be like, oh, we haven't scored yet. But with 90 seconds left, we'll see who gets rolled out here to start the period, because if Elmira wins this faceoff at center ice, you could just really see them dump it, and you're going to waste another 15 to 20, and you're looking at about a minute left of actual time once you get the puck in. So a big opening faceoff to start the third period.
Well, Coach Sherwood is still seeing what he has in this squad. Yes, they've gone through camp. Yes, they've gone through practices, but you don't know truly what you have until you're in game situations. And I expect to see veteran presence like Nikita Ivashkin and Dustin Jesso to start this period.
So let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard while we have the opportunity. It looks like Danbury has scored their second goal of the night. That game is in the second period. Nobody scoring so far in the second period, as it looks like it is Brandon Stovchevsky scoring the second goal for the Hat Tricks, as the home team, much like the home team in this one, is up ahead over the visitors.
Yeah, when you look at the shots on goal too, 14 for Danbury to 8 on Watertown. It just shows what this game is about. Danbury fighting hard, getting pucks in deep, and Watertown not really having an answer so far.
Well, that's the only game going on tonight. Let's take a quick peek up top. And no Sunday game on the first week of the season, but we'll have 4 games next Friday night. Motor City will play Port Huron at McMarran Place up near the Canadian border. Mississippi goes on the road, and they will take on the Blue Ridge Bobcats for that first game in franchise history for the Bobcats. Elmira will take on Watertown at the Municipal Arena in the North Country. And ourselves, Binghamton, will travel to Danbury for the first road broadcast of the season at 7:30. And a friendly reminder to everybody, we will still be doing a YouTube stream next Friday night on the road in Danbury.
Which is a nice change. You'll get to see us call out the plays live. You'll see it with your own eyes instead of having to rely on radio, which I personally like better, but I know some fans are disappointed.
Yeah, it's a very great thing that we're going to be on YouTube all season long. We want to thank you for tuning in, and now let's tune in to the Binghamton Hockey Booster Club highlights in period number 2. We had a lot of scoring, Cole, 5 goals between the two sides, and it all started with Elmira getting on the board, Kona Jackson's first of the season, and what would be the first of the night.
Yeah, it was Kona Jackson sandwiched with Black Bear sandwich goals in between. He found right under Nolan Egbert's blocker to give up his first goal in the Fed, and then Connor Smith would respond not too long later, and Austin Thompson gets back to his usual ways as a net front presence, and it would be the new guy, Dustin Jesso, who would finish the Binghamton scoring barrage before Kona Jackson added one more to make it 5-2.
Yeah. Like you mentioned, Kona Jackson on the bookends of the period scoring-wise, but 3 Black Bears goals in the middle. As Cole said, Smith's second of the night, Thompson's first, and Jasso's first as a Black Bear as well. The goals from Smith and Thompson come a minute and 13 seconds apart from each other. And then about 6 minutes later, Dustin Jasso scores an even-strength goal off of the rebound from Dan Stone. So a lot of guys getting their first points. Dan Stone with 2 on the night from Adrian College. Andrew Logar, Tyson Kirkby, and Thomas Ray picking up their first points of the season. So far, my pick for first star of the night, even though I do not get a say in it at all. Our off-ice officials handle it. Connor Smith leading the way with 3 points, 2 goals, and an assist. And he's having a very good night, picking up right where he left off.
I'd have to agree with that. Connor Smith all over the scoring sheet. You can tell that he came, 26 must suit him. He must like to, hustle with that number, as 26 found 2 goals. But I would go with my second star being Kona Jackson because he's also found the back of the net twice. The Black Bears need to find a way to stop him from doing it a third.
All right, we will take a final timeout. Come back. We'll have the third period of tonight's contest between the Binghamton Black Bears and the Elmira River Sharks right after this on the Black Bears YouTube.
Are you looking for a new place to live? Lofts at JC is the official housing partner of the Binghamton Black Bears and the only luxury housing provider offering both 2 and 3 bedroom units, fully furnished for a modern living lifestyle. Lofts at JC is centrally located in the heart of the Tri-Cities area, located at 128 Grand Avenue in Johnson City. Housing applications are accepted online at loftsatjc.com. Once again, that's loftsatjc.com.
EBE CMS Imaging Solutions is the official printer provider of the Binghamton Black Bears. For over 40 years, they've been serving businesses around the southern tier. Locally owned and operated, EBE CMS Imaging Solutions has a full line of authorized Canon, Sharp, and Kyocera products. With multi-function printers, copiers, and fax machines, they'll help you determine which product is best for your needs, and their staff provides fast and efficient service. EBE CMS Imaging Solutions, 607-723-0000.
Are you kidding me?
How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot Spring Spas, baby.
The area's premier fitness facility, Court Jester Athletic Club, is excited to be open and ready to serve you during your next workout. Join in a new and improved gym experience with fitness and safety top of mind. Updated cleaning and sanitation procedures will help keep you healthy and ready to keep pushing. Plus, utilize the newly renovated and remodeled equipment and exercise spaces. Reach your goals and escape your limits at Court Jester Athletic Club. A one-stop fitness experience.
Magic 101.7.
Best radio station. Keeps getting better.
Better music selection.
Best ever. Makes me feel better.
Number 1 for music and fun.
It's like the best ever.
Magic 101.7. 100% local.
Experience the new way to watch your Black Bears play all season long, at home and on the road, free on YouTube.
Welcome back to Black Bears Hockey. Getting ready for the third period. You're getting a good look at some of our highlights from earlier tonight. And Cole, 20 minutes left to go. What do the Black Bears need to do to skate away with the 3 points?
Chip and chase. Don't do anything fancy. Make sure you get pucks in deep and don't give Elmira any sort of sniff to get back in this game.
Binghamton starts the period on the Henny Hard Seltzer power play. 0 for 3 on the night. Trying to make it 1 for 4. 25% is still a good power play. It would be a step in the right direction as the puck is dropped. We're ready to go for period number 3. Here, if you would like to sponsor the third period, make sure you contact the Black Bears. We still have period sponsorship open and available, along with some other signage as well. Still room to our ever-expanding family here inside Vision Veterans Memorial Arena. About a minute left to go on this power play for the Black Bears, and Elmira has done a good job so far of taking up some chunk time. It looks like Ivashkin gets over to a loose puck, muscles off a hit, skates through the middle of the ice, gets around one man, taken down. Penalty is coming up. And it looks like they're going to tag Nikita Ivashkin for an embellishment call.
Wow, that's an interesting call, if you ask me. Nikita had the stick right in his legs. He looked to go down as Tyson Kirkby pleading his case. Never seems to be successful when you plead the case with the referees to try to get your guy out of the box, but, you know, that's what a captain's for. We'll see some 4-on-4 action now for 50 seconds until Thomas Aldworth finds his way back on the ice. It looks like it'll be Jesso, Walters, Kirkby, and Austin Thompson.
Here's a look at the Heinz Energy replay. So you see the stick between the legs of Ivashkin.
Yeah, that's a tough call for me there. Ivashkin had the stick in between his legs, hit both of his skates. That's a really, really tough call for the Black Bears to take, if you ask me.
Well, it's an opportunity to work on your 4-on-4 in-game situation. And truth be told, probably haven't spent a ton of time on it yet. But now you get the opportunity to. Looks like both teams are pleading to the official that they missed a call. Kirkby wanted a high stick, Elmira wanted a slash. But we'll stay 4-on-4 as Walters crosses over the line. Takes a hit from Soilis down in the corner. Thompson in the dots, kick save made by Kozlowski. Rebound, Kirkby had it roll off his stick. D'Angelo took him down and broke his stick in the process. Cannot make it over to the bench is the kid from Vestal. D'Angelo now gets a new twig. No, instead goes off for a change. Anderson tried to find the puck and instead put out of the zone by Kirkby as the line was vacated by JT Walters. Elmira's offsides, they can't touch it, and that'll allow Anderson to circle back behind his own net and restart a breakout. Now the Black Bears on the Northeastern Striping Corporation penalty kill for the second time tonight. Thrown the length of the ice by the kid from Ontario, which quite honestly could be anybody for this Black Bear, as that puck hops into the stick and glove of Kozlowski. Good forecheck by these Black Bears on the penalty kill. Stanko gives chase to Yarwood. He's tattooed down there in the far corner, at the top left corner of the screen. And now Elmira finally crosses into the Binghamton zone for some power play time with 30 seconds remaining. Yarwood does a good job of holding it in. Gets it down low. Yarwood all the way across. That's James. And Yarwood manning the blue line. Yarwood, slap pass over. Steered aside by Egbert and thrown out of the zone by Daniel Stone.
We've watched Cam Yarwood quarterback a power play here for 2 straight years, and it looks like he brought that with him to Elmira, as he knows exactly where to place pucks to try to find the back of the net.
Now James crossing over the line. Good back check by Jasso. Ivashkin has returned. Elmira's power play joins the Black Bears, going 0 for on the night. They are 0 for 2. Ivashkin picks up a loose puck, tries to sidestep a hit from Soilis. Centering pass too far in front of Gamzatov. And now Elmira trying to go the other way. Binghamton has numbers back. Richards a snapshot that's snared by Egbert, who's looked very good in his professional debut.
If Gamzatov was a lefty, I think he finds the back of the net there. But yeah, Nolan Egbert, North Massapequa zone, has looked really strong between those two pipes. It's a heavy, heavy place to fill when it's Taylor Joseph and Riley McVeigh exiting. Nolan Egbert has filled that spot very nicely.
Yep, Jeremy Forget as well. All 3 goaltenders not with the club anymore. And so 3 new faces, or at least I should say maybe 3 new masks.
Yeah.
You're talking about goaltenders. Nolan Egbert gets the nod on opening night, and you got to think that gives him a vote of confidence that, hey, you're going to go out there and you're going to start night 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's any sport, baseball pitchers, starting in basketball. You're the starting goalie. There's only one guy who gets to play that position. So when coach tells you it's you, that really feels good.
Black Bears throw the puck out to the Elmira blue line. Jelinski's playing it over for Fritz. Takes a little bit of a shoulder nudge from Connor Smith, thrown all the way across the ice in the Black Bears zone. Now Ray with a point. He has a secondary assist on the night. Plays it off the boards all the way around for Kirkby. Fresh out onto the ice, Ray. Finds the wide open Jesse Anderson, top of the umbrella. Tipped on, I believe, by Thompson out in front, or no, excuse me, check that, that's Smith. But it's held by Keselowski. We're reset and do it again.
As the quote-unquote first line will come out of Logar, Thompson, and Kirkby, Anderson and Walters in the back end. This is a group of Black Bears that are going to look to score a little heavier than every other group. I know all Black Bears are looking to score, obviously, but with Jesse Anderson on the back end, that's a good sign for a goal.
Slap shot put on by Walters, high at the target. But Logar faked a slap shot in the slot, blockered away by Keselowski. That was a are you paying attention kind of save.
I would have liked to see Logar just absolutely rip one right there instead of giving Keselowski time to find the puck.
Now Elmira comes back the other way, far side. Low angle shot is blocked by Walters on the way through. I believe that was Luke Richards who tried to put that on. Elmira's offsides, touched up, and then thrown on goal.
Well, that's going to call for a response anytime you throw a puck on goal late. And of course, it's assistant captain, alternate captain, I should say, JT Walters, the first man right in the face. And here we go. Some rough stuff. It took us 2 periods to get here, but rough stuff in the I-84 rivalry. I-86, sorry.
That's all right.
I was 2 numbers off. I was almost there.
Austin Thompson getting in a little bit of a tussle.
And it looks like he just bought himself a penalty, but that's one that your team will always love to kill off when you're standing up for a teammate, unless someone's coming with them. Oh, a little sign from Elmira, as that's Mark Poser back at the Binghamton bench. I'm sure he's not going to be a very popular guy when he gets back on the ice, Brooks.
No, one thing Elmira likes to do is they like to fight, and there was a lot of fights at the end of that exhibition game on Tuesday against Watertown. I believe they had 3 fights within the last minute of the game.
And the Black Bears need to play smart and really avoid those fights as you see it on your Heinz Energy replay. Clearly offside, and that's just not a play that's really needed. He knew what he was doing, throwing that puck in on net. And I think JT Walters said, hey, bud, get a name on the back of your jersey before you try to do anything like that.
So we will go down to 4-on-4 again. Rasmus Asp circling the dot, throws it on target, but Egbert down on his knees, steers it into the corner. Jelinski's gets over to a loose puck, threw it into the skates of Logar, and Kirkby almost took it away from his own teammate. Black Bears left a person all alone out in front, but Jelinski's had it wrapped off of his stick by Anderson, and now Anderson will deposit the puck onto the stick of Logar, who gets it out of the Black Bears end and just barely into the Elmira zone before it's stripped away. Anderson and Kirkby try to get it out. Turnover. Yarwood has it. Yarwood tries to dance around Kirkby. Another penalty's coming up. I believe this one against Jesse Anderson. Binghamton touches up. And we have another call.
JT Walters pleading his case. I believe he's the one going off here. That's a big loss for the Black Bears, as he is a huge penalty killer for them.
4:52 left to go. Binghamton going to the penalty kill once again when we come back. They lead by 3, but Elmira with a 4-on-3 advantage after this quick timeout on the Black Bears YouTube channel.
Fans, Breast Cancer Awareness Night is this Saturday against the Danbury Hat Tricks. The first 2,000 fans will receive a rally towel presented by the State Farm Jim Rolo agencies. The Black Bears will also be wearing specialty jerseys for the first time this season. Get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com.
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at ExciteMotorsports.com. Purchase your next power sports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on ExciteMotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new power sport vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at ExciteMotorsports.com.
All about you make me think of good things. Good things. Like calming tempers down. Good things. And passing them around. So stand up and cheer. Well, that's good beer.
Welcome back. Black Bears 3 skaters on the ice for the first time this season. Elmira with 4. This is a Northeastern Striping Corporation penalty kill for the Black Bears. They are 2 for 2 so far, but Elmira running a little bit out of time, but 15 minutes, you can go about a goal every 5 minutes or so. Not out of reach just quite yet. Shots on goal, 47 for Binghamton and 24 for Elmira.
A very interesting type of penalty kill here for the Black Bears. Not sure this is one you really spend much time in practice focusing on 4-on-3, but as important all the same.
Mucho dropping it back as he crosses over the line. Tommy Aldworth, traded from Columbus yesterday, fitting quite nicely and centering out in front, denied by Stanko and cleared. An excellent job by the Black Bears as they're going to get 3 fresh skaters out on the ice.
Looks like it's going to be Kirkby, Logar, and Fletcher taking over.
Now Stanko finally gets off. Weber will come to take his spot. Excellent wrap check by Kirkby down low in the corner, allowing the Black Bears to eat up some more time. Played off the glass and outside the blue. 6 minutes gone here in the period, and they have just a couple of seconds left to kill, and they get Austin Thompson back.
Sorry, that was Liam Anderson out there now with Dan Weber and Tyson Kirkby.
Yeah, James trying to get around Weber. Muscles his way to the front of the net. Batted out of midair. That might have gone in. Can't wait to see the replay on that one. Goes down the length of the ice. Penalty time not up quite yet. Black Bears have to kill off 35 more seconds to JT Walters cross check. And Elmira now in a traditional 5-on-4.
I really think Dan Weber saved a goal right there. That puck looked like it was about to bounce behind Nolan Egbert.
I think Elmira doesn't know they can have have 5th man on the ice right now. And in fact, here he comes. So there was about 10 to 15 seconds where Elmira just skated 4-on-4.
Yeah, not a good look from Coach Jurich's club right there.
Now short-handed, Jasso comes in, wrist shot, and snagged out of the air by Kozlowski. Wanted to play it, but Ivashkin wisely gets in front of the goaltender to force a whistle and a face-off.
Kozlowski's got to be like, come on, guys. You got to get the puck, especially on a power play. This power play for Coach Jurich's club still looking very, very weak.
Ideal Bowling Center is where Binghamton hockey fans bowl with open bowling all week long, money-saving specials. Ideal is a great place for family, friends, company parties, and special occasions. Ideal Bowling Street located at 119 Jennings Street in Endicott. So much more than just your favorite bowling alley. As Elmira was off sides, and it seems that every time they get in that bottom right corner,
bad things happen.
It just draws a crowd. Take a look at this Heinz Energy replay from that scoring chance from Elmira. That puck jumps up into the air. I also forgot, thanks to Josh and his team, I have a brand new monitor to us from the old days where I can see the replay live, and Weber, smart play, just whacks it into the corner.
Yeah, who do I have to buy lunch to get one of these, Brooks? I want one too.
I think we're running out of space up here in the press box, so we might just have to share this one for the time being. Walters plays it off indirectly for Jasso, takes a high hit on the way through from Kona Jackson. Jasso looking at the officials wanting a call. A little slow to get up. Elmira still coming the other way. Our wrist shot's going to be blocked on the way through. And Walters picks his head up. Jasso trying to spring a leak in the Elmira defense. Gets around Asp. And Walters and Asp get together with each other. Those are 2 players with A's on their jerseys, and we have a whistle coming up.
Yeah, Asp is asking for trouble messing with JT Walters. Not a guy who's willing to back down from a fight.
Dustin Jasso getting right in the face of the Elmira bench and letting him know his opinion.
And look at the great leadership by Captain Kirkby, pulling away Jasso before he takes the penalty there. It shows why Tyson Kirkby is wearing that C on his chest.
Get a good look at our new sponsor for the benches, Craft Bar and Kitchen, located on Washington Street. Our friend Richie, Cooper, and Trey, along with Trevor and myself, we're up putting those up just last night. I think they turned out pretty good.
When I walked in the arena today, Brooks, I was very surprised, and I really thought they looked good. As you get a Heinz Energy replay of Jasso giving a piece of his mind to Coach Jurich's club. And it looks like he's going to find himself a seat in the box right next to JT Walters for that.
Yeah, so Walters and Jasso both headed to the penalty box. I could have sworn they signaled somebody from Elmira to go to the penalty box, or else this could be a 5-on-3 for Elmira and a great opportunity.
This is what this Elmira team does. They get under your skin. They force you to take penalties, and the Black Bears, like I said, have to stay out of it. Still waiting for those penalties to come through here on the Federal Prospect Hockey League website. It looks like the Black Bears are going to be 5-on-3 here.
So you think that Dustin Jasso cares about playing for Binghamton, Cole?
Yeah, I would say that Dustin Jasso is here and excited to be here and definitely ready to go. I think Coach Sherwood's still even trying to figure out what happened here.
So they only have JT Walters' penalty on the board.
I think Jesso's now trying to find out from the refs what's happening, and he's just telling him to get back in the box. I got to give a shout out right now to the Black Bears leadership group. Between Tyson Kirkby taking Dustin Jasso as he exits the box and goes to the Black Bear locker room, both Tyson Kirkby and JT Walters tried to calm him down, so great job by those guys. It looks like Jesso's night is over. A strong debut for Dustin Jasso with 1 goal, but it looks like unsportsmanlike conduct is the call for him, a 10-minute misconduct, as JT Walters finds a 2-minute minor roughing, so I believe we'll be 5-on-4.
All right, thank you, Cole. So it's the 3rd power play of the night for the River Sharks now. All right, now we're back in play. Binghamton trying to clear it out of the zone. Unfortunately, they cannot. Luke James dancing around the blue line, throws it into the open corner. And a heavy hit laid on by Thompson. Didn't catch all of it, though. Ended up falling into the boards. Egbert at the top of his crease trying to see around some traffic. James waiting with the puck. Jelinski's plays it down low. Back door. Kirkby doing a good job on the back check to deny that scoring chance. Yarwood fumbling with it, but gets it over to a new teammate. As a wrist shot put on by Jelinski's.
You think Coach Jurich has trust in former teammate Cam Yarwood, who's quarterbacked every power play the Elmira River Sharks have had today?
I think so.
Yeah. I guess he liked what he saw when they were teammates together playing.
Acquired by Elmira during the summer, a 1-for-1 trade for Noah Wild, who's a healthy extra tonight for Binghamton. Speaking of Binghamton, the Black Bears win the face-off, and Fletcher comes in, throws it on. Yeah, goes off the blocker as Kozlowski chases after it. Stanko and the Black Bears play keep away for a little bit, forcing Elmira to come to them. That's textbook penalty killing, and now it leads to a shorthanded 2-on-2 opportunity. Stanko gets around James, power move out in front, off the post, in the blue paint. It's underneath Kozlowski, and a great shorthanded offensive display by the Black Bears right there.
Yeah, what a penalty kill from Fletcher and Stanko. It all starts with Fletcher chipping the puck in off Kozlowski and getting his own rebound, which leads to the Black Bears being able to play keep away, and then ultimately a great scoring chance for Stanko, as you see it here on your Heinz Energy replay. Stanko with a power move around the Elmira defender, hits the post, and it's behind Kozlowski, and ultimately he finds it. But what a play from Brendan Stanko.
Rasmus Asp will reverse it. 45 seconds left to go on the power play for Coach Jurich and this River Sharks club. Trying to go 1-0 on the 56-game season. Thompson takes a run at Solis through the middle, missed the puck. Aldworth fanned on a shot. Second opportunity, I believe, went off the side of the net, back up to the point for Asp. Asp dancing in, he's loading up the cannon. He wants to fire away and try to take some air out of this crowd. Wrist shot, save made by Egbert as it finds its way into the corner. Aldworth and Thompson get acquainted with each other down low behind the goal line. Crowd starting to come alive here. And as a Let's Go Black Bears chant starts airing out through the arena. Aldworth and Thompson down low. Aldworth backs off a hit that was coming from Anderson. Aldworth spent all of last season with the Columbus River Dragons. As that puck is thrown out of the zone, stays in play. 10 minutes left to go here in the third period.
Back to 5-on-5 as JT Walters returns, Brooks.
Elmira power play 0 for 3 on the night. Good catch by Cole. Both teams not able to produce on the man advantages. Kirkby takes a hit, run down into the wall. At the red line, though, they get it in. And White starting to see Elmira cheat a little bit of offense here in the final 10 minutes. They need 3. Now the clock's starting to not become your friend if you're cheering for the team dressed in white. Thompson over to Logar on the left wing side, 2-on-3. Binghamton in the middle of a change as they had a defenseman jumping the rush, trying to spring Fritz, but a diving effort by the captain, and then taken down as he tries to get back up to his feet. Tyson does not believe it, but we play on.
What a smart play there by Tyson Kirkby to get down on his knee and block that pass. The hockey IQ from him off the charts right there.
Couple of River Sharks make their way to the front of the net, but they cannot connect. Anderson throws Fritz down to the ice and then takes a little bit of a shove in retaliation. 8:50 left to go here. Gamzatov trying to get it around Pozar, but Elmira maintains control. Fritz along with Bowman. 2-on-5, a wrist shot wide, nobody home as it's thrown on into the mixer, by Yarwood on the way through. Hops over the stick of Asp, and he's not going to catch Connor Smith. Looking for the hat trick, a slap shot wide. Another one from Ivoshkin, in and out of the glove of Kozlowski. And then here a hold on for the rebound. 8:21 left to go. We will take a timeout, come back with more right after this on the Black Bears YouTube page.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
The Learning Ladder Child Care Centers are located in Endicott and Johnson City. They enroll children ages 6 weeks to 12 years old. Call 607-770-3806 for an appointment today to walk through one of their facilities. Come join their family, and they will help your child grow. Big thanks to our friends over at the Learning Ladder, back for a third season of Black Bears hockey. Back to the action, held in by Stone, who has a couple of assists tonight. Ray with a helper as well, reverses it around for Stanko right in front of the locker room door. Ray, a wrist shot off the glass. Might have been tipped on the way through as it gets fluttered out into the neutral zone. Liam Anderson from the red line will bounce it in on target. Kozlowski had to be alert for that one. 8 minutes left to go here in the third period of tonight's opening night contest. Ray lost his edge, turns it over. And a spinorama backhand shot from Ricard Jelinski's, seen all the way by Nolan Egbert.
Yeah, nice save by Egbert. I want to use this time, let's give a quick shout out to our new scorebug created by our fantastic graphic designer, EJ. So EJ, if you're listening, great job with that. As the Heinz Energy replay here shows you, the Elmira River Sharks entering the zone, spinorama, and Egbert had it the entire way.
You never know with backhand shots, because backhand shots can get off the ground, or ice in this case, very quickly. So Egbert with a good job with his glove in front of him, tracking it all the way through.
They say backhanders are the goalie's least favorite shots to face. I figured the least favorite shots to face would be the ones that get behind you, but you know.
And now Anderson retreating in his own side. That puck does not make the line for icing. We play on here. As Walters trying to find Gamzatov. A little bit too far in front. Binghamton down to 9 forwards as Dustin Jasso was given a 10-minute misconduct. The thing about that was, with 12 minutes left on the clock, and if it's a 10-minute misconduct penalty, Jasso should just be sitting in the penalty box. But I'll have to check in on that, maybe at the next media timeout. So Jesse Anderson plays it around the wall. Logar calls his own number behind his own net. Nifty little move from Logar, getting around Faudy, trying to find Ivashkin, could not do it. Instead, Elmira comes the other way, 3-on-2. Lucchesi tries to find the trailer. Ivashkin does a good job defensively gapping up. That's one thing that we saw last year. Ivashkin did improve his defensive play. And Cole, you were around the first year, wherein I was still back at home. And what have you noticed so far between Ivashkin's defensive play from year one?
Well, Ivashkin is more of a complete player as a shot saved by Egbert. Rebound, they score. But back to Ivashkin, a very complete player as Elmira now makes it 5-3.
We'll circle back to that point in a little bit. Elmira first on the board here in the third period. Almost 14 minutes gone, 15:52, time of the goal. And it's Brandon Lucchesi. And another even strength goal.
And another Delaware come over for this Elmira River Sharks team. Egbert just too far out of his net to recover there as Lucchesi gets a nice whack on the puck. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-goal game with 6 to play, Brooks, which leaves now into question where Coach G pulls his goalie.
Still a little bit of time to go here in this one. Posier gets the assist as Smith comes in on the backhand, just missing off the target. Weber holds it in at the blue line. Chips it up high. And centering, trying to get it. Stanko rolled off of the post, centering, and the Black Bears grab it right back. It's Tommy Ray all the way from Daytona Beach, Florida. His first ever professional goal, and the Black Bears answer the call right back.
Yeah, nice response there from Daytona's own Tommy Ray. Brooks, you and I were talking before this game, and you said to me, Tommy Ray was going to score tonight, and there he is right there on even strength to get this back to doubled up on Elmira.
Tommy Ray had to battle his way onto this team.
I hope someone gets him that puck because that's his first professional goal.
He was at the Chicago free agent camp.
As you see on your Heinz Energy replay, it looks like Connor Smith fished that one out of the back of the net for him.
That's good. That's a great teammate right there. Congrats to Tommy. A marvelous story that we hope to highlight later on in the season. The Black Bears are looking for more. Stanko shot denied by Kozlowski.
Man, Stanko's been all over the ice tonight, Brooks, in the middle of every offensive play for the Black Bears, it seems.
I said this line would be the best line tonight, and they have proven me right with all the goals from Stanko, Smith, and now Ray. They're looking for more. Smith coming down the left wing side, fanned on his backhand pass. And Stone couldn't connect on the puck. Richards, a one-timer, goes straight into the netting and out of play.
Egbert had to check over his shoulder, didn't know where that puck was, thankfully into the nets on top of the boards and not the one behind him.
So Connor Smith and Brendan Stanko pick up the assist on that latest goal from the Black Bears. Connor Smith is having a night. 2 goals and 2 assists, 4 points for the Pinckney, Michigan native. Ivashkin blocks a shot, and then the Black Bears will go the other way. Fletcher tries to backhand it across to Gamzatov. Not enough speed on that one.
So with that Ivashkin block, let's get back to what we were talking about with his game coming completely around. Ivashkin was a much more offensive-minded player season 1, and season 2, the defensive game started to come around. I would thank Coach Sherwood for really helping him get there.
Anderson reverses it on the backhand over for another Anderson. That's Jesse and Liam. 77 for Jesse, 12 for Liam.
No relation, correct, Brooks?
No relation. Latest goal scorer, Lucchesi for Elmira. Stripped of the puck. Ivashkin has it now on his forehand. 3-on-2 if the Black Bears can hurry. Gamzatov playing it over for Kirkby for Ivashkin in the blue paint. Put it wide. Kirkby has a chance on the wraparound. rolls off, hack and whack time in front of Kozlowski's net, finds its way back up to the blue line. Anderson's wrist shot hits a man on the way through. Walters a slap shot, and it's tipped in. Tyson Kirkby, his first of the season on the redirect from JT Walters, and the Black Bears back up by 4.
Oh, captain, my captain, Captain Kirkby, as he gives a little smile to Coach G and the Elmira bench, gets his first with the C on his chest. He's been all over the ice tonight, we said it. He's been in the middle of every play, as many of these Black Bears have, and he finally puts the puck in the back of the net for number 1 as the Binghamton Black Bear captain. Here it is on your Heinz Energy replay. Anderson with a nice little feed to Walters, releases the howitzer, and Tyson Kirkby gets a nice little piece of the puck. It's 7-3.
Black Bears back up by 4. That puck thrown out of play. And that'll take us to our final media timeout of the night. Gives me a chance to drink some water, catch my breath. But wait, hold on, we're not gonna go anywhere. Tempers are flaring here right before we go to commercial. I was looking up at the time on the clock. I did not see what happened. Hopefully our friends and Tyson Kirkby.
Look at the smile on his face.
Oh man, he's letting them know.
Look at the smile as it looks like we're gonna have some exception here from Kona Jackson, the 2-goal scorer tonight for Elmira.
It looks like they're sending one player to the locker room. Kodak White Duck's night is done.
I think Tyson Kirkby's might be too. But a successful night for Tyson nonetheless, as he hypes up the crowd, and listen to this arena go.
So Tyson Kirkby and Kodak White Duck both exit the game about 4 minutes early. And now we will take our media timeout, be back right after this. Who knows what's gonna happen? 4 minutes left to go in this one. Back
Don't go anywhere,
this.
Right?
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks, fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Welcome back. We have some penalties to read out. Tyson Kirkby and Kodak White Duck both given the gate at 14:06 of the third period. And those 10 minutes are probably going to add up. Wasn't ever a fight, so it can't be a fight. So probably just some unsportsmanlike being handed out. And it looks like we're going to stay at 5-on-5. Nope, excuse me. Fritz is going to head to the penalty box, so Binghamton has 1, 2, 3, 4 out there. As you get a good look at that last goal for the Black Bears.
I think we're still trying to figure out what we're looking at here, 4-on-4 or 5. It looks like it's 5-on-4 Binghamton power play. I don't know how Binghamton would get a power play out of this, but I'm sure they'll take it. Yeah, it looks like that's what we're looking at. As Ryan Fritz will serve the 2-minute minor. Interesting. I wonder what the call will be here. We'll have to listen to Frank Purdy to find out.
Frank back for another season, always does a good job.
And here we go.
And now tempers are gonna flare. Brendan Stanko was absolutely just grabbed by one of the Elmira players, I believe. It was Antonio Fonte.
And look at the Binghamton players. They still have their gloves on. This is just, except for Jesse Anderson. But Stanko, not Stanko, I'm sorry. That's Dan Weaver still has his gloves on. As the Binghamton faithful waves goodbye to Mark Poser.
There you go, Frank. Give him the business.
Connor Smith just pointed at the scoreboard. As Baby Shark plays to let these Elmira River Sharks know what the Binghamton faithful thinks of them.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the replay of this. I know Josh and his team are going to work on it, but right off the face-off, Brendan Stanko was absolutely just jumped.
And it's almost as if that was a set play. I don't want to, make it. Here we go. Brendan Stanko grabbed by the centerman there.
Yeah, that was Mark
Poser who got the gate.
Yeah.
Just no room for that. That's not hockey. That's just not good.
That's what you do when you can't play hockey.
Yeah. That's what you do when you don't have a nameplate on the back, right, Brooks? So I don't know what Coach Jurich's Elmira River Sharks were doing there.
Like, you just jump a guy from behind. There's no place in the game for that. Like,
if you
want to fight and the other guy wants to fight, that's completely fine.
It's almost
there's
as if
nothing wrong with that.
They were set up for the face-off. He said, let's go, and Stanko said, no, I don't want to, and he just grabbed him anyway. Here we go on the replay again, different angle. Thompson, the first man in. Good teammate right there from Austin Thompson.
I know, and then, given the discount double check on the way out.
I don't think I'd be messing with any Black Bears with JT Walters on the ice. Scary man right there. But it will be a quick, easy shower for the Black Bears after this as guys are going in one by one. Kirkby, Gesso. So that'll be quick and easy to get out of here for them.
Yeah, it looks like a couple of the River Sharks still hanging out by the locker room door and the gate next to Danik Rodrigue. And the backup goaltender tonight, looks like that's Stravos Solius.
Should be 5-on-3 here, and I think it will be, as it looks like Santo Fauti will serve the minor taken by Poser. The Black Bears have a real opportunity here to put this one way out of reach, icing on the cake.
All right, 5-on-3, as Cole said, for the Black Bears. Good time to boost your power play.
So, Brooks, Kodiak White Duck got a 10-minute misconduct for leaving the bench.
Well, as you were saying that, Thomas Ray just absolutely rang one off the crossbar as square as you could. 5-on-3, Smith looking for the hat trick through traffic, swallowed up by Kozlowski. And the linesman very quickly to get in between anything that might come here in the final the final 3:35 of the game.
Did Coach Jurich just get a penalty back here in Binghamton? Does he not realize he's not on the ice anymore? I believe I just heard Frank Purdy say unsportsmanlike for Tyler Jurich.
Anderson playing it over for Smith. A lot of room for the Black Bears. 5-on-3 for the first time this season. Anderson had it go through his skates, and Binghamton will be forced to go back and reset.
A different look here for Coach Sherwood than last year, throwing some trust at JT Walters on the power play. We didn't see him do much of that last year.
No, but you're also down a couple of weapons as Kirkby and Gesso have been given the gate.
Yeah.
So it's a good opportunity to give some guys some power play time. As a wrist shot from Stanko is covered up by Kozlowski. And the scoreline might not be final, but the decision in tonight's game has already been decided. With 3 minutes left and down 2 men in the penalty box.
Might as well.
Give some guys it's giving the guys some game reps.
Yeah.
Not going against guys who know the play that's coming.
And you know that.
Ivoshkin down low guard, chasing after it, plays it around the point.
You know Coach Sherwood has trust in Walters, back to my point.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brooks.
You're fine. Anderson slap shot kicked out by Kozlowski, broken stick. He'll have to skate over, grab a new one. Shout out Dylan Konechny, head athletic trainer, reaching over the wall, giving it to Anderson, and now shorthanded Asp, 1-on-5. Throws it all the way off, but that kind of works out for him as he can follow up his own rebound and kill more time dumping it back in. This is Liam Anderson along with Stone, the two defensemen, Ivoshkin, Logar, and Thompson, the forwards on this power play unit. 20 seconds left to go, 5-on-3. Stone backhands one all the way up to the blue line for Anderson. He's waiting. Knocked away, though, by the Elmira defense as Mucha gets over to it. 10 seconds left to go in the first infraction. Ivashkin, note check that Logar, 18, not 8. Comes across. A lot of space. Now Moritz comes in. A wrist shot denied by Kozlowski. Rebound could not be attained by Binghamton. Logar throws it back, and it's 2-on-2. All square on terms of the ice. Yarwood, a slap shot, misses everything, and Egbert throws it into the corner. You know that would have felt good for Yarwood in his first game back with a team in Elmira. Spent some time back in the days with the Enforcers before the Black Bears became a thing.
He actually announced he was retiring until this Elmira team gave him a shot, so good to see Cam Yarwood still on the ice.
Gamzatov trying to find the open man. Smith for the hat trick, denied by Kozlowski. 5-hole not open, stuffed chance denied. As Ivashkin taken down off the goal line, they wash it out. Ivashkin's helmet has been dislodged. He has to either grit it or go over to the bench, and he will. And that puck almost went into an empty net. Kozlowski tried to play it. Gamzatov, power move denied by a poke check from Kozlowski with 56 seconds remaining in this one.
I really like what I see from Alexander Gamzatov, a very strong player despite his size, a little undersized, but really gets into the paint and gets into those dirty areas, which is really nice to see from the former Long Beach Shark. I don't know if I mentioned that. I want to, get that in there a few times. I've been to a few games there. It's a real nice league, the NH3L. So great to see a guy make it up here to the Fed from there.
And don't know what they sent Ivashkin to the room for.
That room's getting kind of crowded, Brooks.
Maybe it was just an equipment issue. Maybe his helmet broke. Never mind. Abusive official from Ivashkin. He had a couple of those last year. Tonight's officials not putting up with that whatsoever. 35 seconds left to go here in game number 1. 55 will remain after tonight's contest. Walters behind his own net. Keeps the puck in play as Gamzatov throws it out into the neutral zone. Anderson cutting through the middle, sees the hit coming, picks his head up wisely. 15 seconds left to go as Elmira rolls their final line change of the night. Connor Smith pulls it behind his own net, takes a look up at the video board, sees under 10 seconds. They keep the puck in play.
And listen to this Black Bears faithful. Listen to this Black Bears faithful go nuts here on opening night.
Black Bears win by a final score of 7-3 here on opening night. We're taking a timeout. Come back with the La Quinta Inn and Suites postgame show. We'll be right back after these messages.
Fans, Breast Cancer Awareness Night is this Saturday against the Danbury Hat Tricks. The first 2,000 fans will receive a rally towel presented by the State Farm Jim Rolo agencies. The Black Bears will also be wearing specialty jerseys for the first time this season. Get your tickets now at BinghamtonBlackBears.com.
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at ExciteMotorsports.com. Purchase your next power sports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on ExciteMotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new power sport vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at ExciteMotorsports.com.
All about you make me think of good things. Good things. Like calming tempers down. Good things. And passing them around. So stand up and cheer. Well, that's gonna be a good thing.
Black Bears win 7-3 here tonight at home on night number 1 of the FPHL. and we want to welcome you into the La Quinta Inn and Suites post-game show. Cole, we got some stuff to recap, but quickly, your thoughts on an opening night performance from the Black Bears.
This Black Bears team looked hard-nosed, gritty, fast, like Coach Sherwood wanted, and I was really happy with the performance I saw turned out from every forward and defenseman and the goalie, Nolan Egbert. As you see Thomas Ray getting the third star with his FPHL and professional first goal.
Yeah, we're getting to the Budweiser 3 stars in just a second. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at the box score tonight. Brought to you by the Binghamton Hockey Booster Club. This recap, as Binghamton got out to a 2-0 lead in the first period. They were really the aggressors as they outshot Elmira 21-12 in the opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, they really came out of the gates a little slower than we thought, trying to feel out process, it seemed. And then the tide sort of turned halfway through when Connor Smith was able to find the back of the net, and then quickly after Brendan Stanko.
Yep, period number 2, bookend by Kona Jackson from Elmira goals, as they were able to grab 2, get on the board, but in between those 2 Kona Jackson goals, Binghamton was able to score 3 times.
Connor Smith again, he showed why he's going to be a big part of Coach Sherwood's team this year. And then it was a familiar face from last year, a guy who scored a lot of goals, Austin Thompson. And then the new man, Dustin Gesso, cleaned up a rebound to make it 5-1.
In the third period, both teams get on the board, like the second. It's Brandon Lucchesi who got the first goal, making it 5-3, put the game within reach, making it only a 2-goal deficit before Thomas Ray was able to quickly answer just 30 seconds later.
Yeah, it was a great play, a great entry, and Thomas Ray showed why he's an asset to this team with his speed and his grittiness, found the back of the net, and showed that this Black Bear team wasn't letting Elmira get back into it. And then finally, who else but Captain Kirkby to tap in the icing on the cake. He'd be showed the gate a little later, but 7-3, which is your final.
Yeah, I really don't know why they gave him the gate, but I'll try to get some clarification afterwards here on this one. Black Bears scored twice in the first, 3 times in the middle, and 2 to end the game period-wise. Take a final time out of the night. Come back with the Rocco Testani Budweiser 3 stars of the game. Back with you on the La Quinta Inn and Suites post-game show right after this.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
Welcome back into the La Quinta Inn and Suites postgame show. La Quinta Inn and Suites located at 581 Harry L. Drive in Johnson City. The perfect place to plan your next day to the Southern Tier. As now we get ready for the Budweiser 3 stars of the game. We've already seen that the guys have already come out and been recognized in front of the crowd here tonight. Just over 4,000 on opening night. Not too shabby for the league leaders in FPHL attendance. Third star of tonight's game, Thomas Ray from Binghamton, a goal and assist in his professional debut. A really big moment for Thomas Ray from Florida.
Yeah, real strong debut for Thomas Ray. His speed showed to be his best asset as he was able to get in on the puck quick, and that's what led to his goal. He got in on the puck, he really made his presence felt, and I'm sure Coach Sherwood is very appreciative of that.
Yeah, second star of the night, Kona Jackson from Elmira, 2 goals in the second period. It was on the bookend of 3 Binghamton goals in between, but 2 goals on opening night is going to be good for Jackson. And Connor Smith, a 4-point night, 2 goals and 2 assists for the Black Bears, deserving of the first star.
Not to sound like a broken record, but like I said, Connor Smith is a huge part of this team's offense this year. And to have 4 points on opening night, really good start to the season. And I'm sure, as I've said, Coach Sherwood will be very happy with his team's performance.
Black Bears are 1-0. They will be back on Friday night against the Danbury Hat-Tricks on the road from the Danbury Ice Arena. Myself and Cole will be there on the road. You can watch the game on YouTube, beginning with the Triple Cities Family Dental pregame show. Elmira on the other side, they will be back in action against Watertown next week as they will search for their first victory against the Watertown Wolves. For video director Josh and his entire team, my partner Cole Parenti, I'm Brooks Hill signing off for the Binghamton Black Bears. We can't wait to talk to you again from Danbury next Friday night. But here on Saturday, Binghamton 7, Elmira 3 on opening night. 1-0 for the Black Bears, 55 games to go. We'll see you next Saturday. Have a good one, everybody.